voice is gonna be too loud.
No, we're good. See, I'll pull up the Yeti real quick. All right, say something.
Wow, 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 wow,
See,
wow,
didn't
wow.
even touch the red.
Boom.
Wow.
Welcome everyone to another night
Happy night.
of the Couch Cooperative as we play through our 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign, the Storm King's Thunder. I just dropped all of my index cards. How dare I? Oh no. I'll grab just the only one that I may have need. Anyways, we have had a few weeks of break. Obviously, we had a holiday kind of passed, and so we are excited to wrap out the remainder of this campaign. We are getting very, very close to completing this. So now would be a good opportunity to just have a general reminder that once we have fully completed this campaign, we'll be taking a 1-week break to do our post-campaign review. This is where we, as a team, work on reviewing how we've performed so that we can work to improve for the campaigns forward. And then we will have as many weeks as it takes to do a mini-series, a level 20 high-level adventure mini-series that finalizes and wraps up the Sword of the Council and their journey. So that's going to be very exciting. And then we will have a week off after that where we will do our session 0 for campaign 3. So those are just some scheduling heads up, some tips. And without further ado, we should be good to go ahead and get in. So, last we left off, the Peacekeepers, I always want to say heroic, yet from screaming at little children.
It was one time.
It's twice now. That's the second
from-
time you've done it. Not in one campaign.
From screaming at little children to fighting over griffins, our unique cast of adventurers. Our unique cast of adventurers have brought themselves to Yartar.
I prefer the term hero.
I don't remember if it was the
I think anti-hero applies to you.
To me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, Venom is an anti-hero.
Is he a good guy?
No, Venom's not a good guy, but in the movie Venom, he's the hero.
It is a movie. In your eyes. You're
I'm not evil.
I didn't say you were evil, you're just the anti-hero.
But that's it.
You're not the epitome of nobility with this character, and that's okay.
I didn't just.
We'll see if that changes in campaign 3
With my...
with your next character. We'll keep that a secret for now.
Not
But
the casino, but I thought it happened recently too.
for what?
He's...
Yelling at the kid. I
No,
thought it's happened
that was
recently.
a long time
There's
ago.
only one
He's trying to
time.
pin me as a serial killer or fucking.
No, a serial yeller at kids.
Yeah,
That's what you are. You yell
No,
at kids.
it was a one-time
for fun.
thing.
It was a one-time deal that I know
I
of.
feel like
It wasn't me, it was
Well,
Varys.
Contreras. You fuck a donkey once, and what are
Whoa.
you? Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Never happened, dude.
I'm just saying...
Way to go. Anyways, you guys go to Yartar. Your goal in Yartar was to find some connection to King Hecaton. You had this wooden disc, about the size of your palm, that was an elite, a high-end poker chip. It belonged to the Great Dane. It was considered a golden goose. So that's what the token was. That's what it had on there. And the Great Dane is this river vessel, pretty massive river vessel in terms of its length. That is a nighttime gambling casino, basically. Just a river casino. So you guys spent the better part of a few days to come up with a facade. Some form of story to get yourself in with these high-level, I say high-level, but high-status individuals, and hoping to find out how it's connected to King Hecaton. Your goal was to find his location. Where is he? Because it was brought to your attention at the hands of Imrith, who was under the guise of Mithiri in King Hecaton's court. So the Storm Court, she had actually snuck into it and assumed the form of a storm giant to get involved and to kind of take control. You isolated yourself on the second floor with Captain Caspier Dryland, the captain of this vessel. You spent quite a bit of time signing documentation for a business venture that will never happen. And that is the beauty of D&D.
Hey, who's to say, man? You know?
But that's not
still do
that's
business with him.
not where we begin our session. And we're going to be kind of cutting back and forth for quite a bit, so I need you guys to kind of bear with me.
Interesting.
We begin over an expanse of ocean. The four of you are on the airship, moving in a direction that you know where you're headed, you know what you are going to. Varys, as you are outside, where would you put yourself on this airship? Would you be piloting it? You'd be piloting it?
Man, let me drive the boat.
I'm a
So-
fucking ship captain.
With the
Are you really?
as you have the wheel in hand and you're turning it to keep the airship moving well, as there's some inclement weather that's kind of getting in the way of things. A massive thunderstorm, heavy and dense rain with a bit of wind. So I need you to go ahead and make either an athletics-based, you can make it an athletics-based survival roll, which would give you an advantage, or you can make a survival roll using your wisdom, but no advantage.
Yo, what if I'm on the perch looking out for him? Call outs.
It's to ensure that he doesn't lose grip of the wheel and send it flying.
Oh.
Natural 1, and we're just done. The game's over.
I'm right behind him helping him.
Should do
Oh.
+5.
Oh. Ultra's just like, I got you.
This big ass fucking Minotaur
He's just hugging him from behind.
kind of has his hands over your
A little
fucking
tight.
forearms.
No, he puts him underneath, like you're spotting him
It's
when he's
like,
squatting.
You guys
That'd
know
be
that
cool.
blanket with sleeves? It's like that.
The Snuggie?
Let's
Yeah.
look.
Aw, big old bovine Snuggie. What'd you roll?
That's 24.
And this is just the survival roll, right? Wisdom based?
Survival.
Okay. So you have the wheel held firmly. Rain is heavy, and so your hair is wet, your robes are wet. There is a sheen of moisture from the rainwater that's just downpouring across your face, and yet you remain resolute. You're not like hiding from it. It's not getting in the way of your vision. You know you've sailed under these conditions before, and you hear off to the side the of lightning
Michael
and
Bolton.
thunder, and you can see a bolt kind of drop every now and then off in the distance, and even that doesn't distract you. You're able to kind of maintain your course. You know where you're headed. There's an expanse of ocean known as the Trackless Sea. You are heading for a location around, and we cut back into that room with Caspier Dryland. There's just a revolver put on the table next to him. Not a lot of aggression is thrown his way. As he sits down, the four of you are, in a sense, requesting, but somewhat demanding, where King Hecaton has been taken. And he kind of mutters out, "You're looking for purple rocks. You're looking for the purple rocks." That scene kind of, as a memory of that's guiding you in the direction that you're going. There's a ship that you're looking for. A vessel that was designed to move quickly in the water because it was designed to continuously stay on the water. It was not meant for trip to trip. It was meant for long-term hiding out in the ocean. You can see his Adam's apple kind of bobs with anxiety, with fear, Caspier Dryland. And the name of the ship is kind of like, not hesitantly muttered, but quickly, the Morkoth. I'll allow you guys to go ahead and make a intelligence check for me. It's either going to be a nature check or an arcana check. I'll let you choose, but you must tell me what you pick. Nature or arcana.
Arcana.
I got 8 for nature.
8, okay.
Oof. The 5.
5
13 for nature.
for nature.
23 for
For
Arcana.
Arcana. So 23 for Arcana, that name actually rings some level of a bell for you. Though, unfortunately, this would be an extremely difficult concept to kind of break down. But it's some form of aberrant creature that's not entirely natural to this world.
I'm really
Known as a Morkoth. They are these, from what you have heard, these pretty sizable shelled squid-like creatures that, instead of having the traditional like squid appendage as their head that's like conal, it's kind of like a big mass with still like that beak, and the tentacles kind of come underneath it, but it's kind of shelled. With your nature checks, the name doesn't ring a bell for you. So he kind of recounts that the ship is named after this creature, and we cut back to kind of where you're at. Would you be calling out for anyone to kind of assist you with traveling in these conditions? Is there anyone that Varys would trust to keep an eye out for things, to help hold things down? So you might have to tighten some of the gear to make sure that it's not flying all over the place. Whatever you think would be beneficial.
What?
What would he be doing?
You're the strong man.
All
dude.
right.
On the fucking ropes.
Okay. So rain is pouring. It's hard to hear, especially with the thunderstorm and at the elevation that you're at in comparison to the thunderstorm. You know that to speak in these conditions means to be quick and to be loud. So how would you direct Poltra kind of in this moment? You like lean over the wheel to kind of look up, and you can see him on the deck.
Don't ever let go.
It has sails, right? Like this game.
It has a balloon. This is basically like a hot air balloon style. So that's why you
So
are.
there are no ropes, would there?
Well, you still have things on the ship. You don't have sails, but you have like boxes and crates, things below deck that might need to be held down.
Oh.
Maybe like a spare barrel up
Dude, can I
top.
be controlling the burner? I want to be pulling the rope.
That would be Katrina's
Okay.
job.
So you see him. You see
No,
him
he's
under the
steering.
flame
Yeah.
currently. You see him under the flame
That's
currently,
not
and
how
he's
it-
pulling onto it in order to keep
It's
that
a hot
flame
air balloon.
alight,
That's
so that
not
the
how a
balloon
hot air
doesn't.
balloon works.
Yeah, it does. You blow hot air in it.
Mhm.
And it
Yeah,
goes up and then...
Yeah, but you don't steer it. You
No,
steer it
he's-
with. You
he's-
steer it.
no,
you
he's
s-
steering
No,
it,
you.
he's-
s-
Okay, it's not.
You
It's like a
Well, this isn't like a
it's like
traditional
a-
hot air balloon.
It's not
You-
just an up and down floating around. Like we actually
Yeah.
controlling it.
Yeah.
How?
That's why there's.
Tell
a
me.
wheel.
Okay.
Magic.
Okay.
Magic. It's
Yeah,
fine.
magic.
DD.
I'm done.
Yeah, so he's there. So what would you like? How do you?
And thanks for breaking the ice.
No. We're all
How do
ass
you?
'cause
No,
of
how
me,
do you
bro.
yell at him? Like how do you? Yeah,
How do you yell at him?
because you want him to do something, and he's on like direct the ship.
We can go up, or we can go down. We can go slow, or we can go fast.
Faster.
Faster! Hold on.
You do know that time is of the essence because it's the Morkoth's location changes constantly. It's in this perpetual state of motion.
I'll shout back. Let me know when you're ready to turn.
Misery, we pull back into Casper Dryland's
Is
office.
starboard left or is port side left?
He's recounting the description of this ship,
Yeah,
and
the
you
ship
are
captain.
back in the
It's
present
about,
on this airship, and you're looking into the sea to try to find something that matches this description. It is designed to appear like a squid. So the front of the ship is it's very widened and it's curved to have the appearance of like the squid's head. And behind the ship is a trail of tentacles that kind of move with it. Now it is
like
it is a wood
rocks.
it's a wooden vessel, but it has this squid-like appearance that helps in terms of its ability to kind of remain hidden. Now, one of the more interesting things about kind of the way that it's also designed is it doesn't have.
Named after.
So this particular style of ship does not have sails. It has a crow's nest, and it's these tentacles that are what are like propelling it forward. So you're looking for something that's going to be very difficult to spot. So, but because you've been given such an extensive account of what this ship's to look like, go ahead and make a perception roll for me. And I'm not going to give you disadvantage because I was going to give you advantage. So disadvantage for the weather conditions, advantage for the description. So just a flat roll.
Oh.
Now this ship isn't very realistic either.
Not at
So
all.
I'm still adding my perception. Though.
Yeah, still a perception roll, but I'm not making it harder or easier.
Can I use an inspiration?
Depends on how you roll.
Oh, they're starting.
Don't fuck it up, Omar.
17.
17. As you are moving, as the ship is moving through this thunderstorm and the rain is pouring onto the deck of the ship alone, of this airship. You are looking across the water, scanning, trying to find something that gives you an indication of this sea vessel, this stealth vessel. And you said it was 17? So you eventually find something that appears to be kind of like a flickering light that's far below, that gives you the impression of flame, like a small flame, a torchlight of some sort. It has to be. It's tricky to kind of get an idea of how that might work because of the weather, but it is a clear indication that there's something beneath you, and so you turn around and shout that out to.
I was gonna like whistle because I feel like I'd be too far for them to hear me.
Sure, you just.
So I just.
And you kind of catch on to that and know that means we are to descend. We need to get down. We need to get down quick. The goal is to get on top of the ship and to move quickly. There are going to be people here, but you know that the length that they've spent at sea means that they are not ready for people to be catching them off guard. They don't have the inclination that they're under any threat. So you know that stealth is on your side, but speed is like the necessity. So the vessel, the airship begins to lower, it gets to drop, and you guys get the benefit of the flame being hidden because of the bottom of the ship. So because they would be looking at it from the ship descending towards them in this darkened sky, you guys are able to drop quite quickly.
I could cast Featherfall on us too, and have us like jump down so that we could be like maybe more stealthy or something. I don't know. That's a possibility.
That is a possibility.
We'd have to go ahead of them though, right?
Yeah. You guys.
Not if he doesn't cast it until right before we hit the ground.
You guys begin to move ahead of them. Go ahead and make another survival roll for me.
Boogity boogity oh.
They can't possibly hear us either because it's storming, right?
Very difficulty here.
Yeah.
9. You're able to get ahead of them, and you drop, because you guys do have an anchor on this ship that kind of holds it in place in case you're over the water. So you drop that, and it goes down for quite a while. You've dropped the airship enough to where all you're waiting for is the ship to get underneath you. The only issue is because of how quick that process went, you're not confident that this airship would still be here if you're not quick, because there's a chance that the anchor wasn't dropped surely enough. So you have that kind of suspicion. So you gather the peacekeepers. You guys are standing at the edge of the edge of your airship, ready for this vessel to get beneath you. Now, are you able to cast Featherfall on everyone?
Yeah.
How many people is it able to affect per spell?
Well, all I know is in Baldur's Gate 3, I can cast it on 4 people. So let me check really
It's a good
quick.
thing this is not Baldur's Gate 3.
Hey, it's relative. I'm pretty sure it's like copy paste.
My brother looked at me and said, "I heard about that Baldur's Gate 3 game. It kind of looks like D&D." I was like, "You're dumb. It is D&D."
Kind of.
Yeah, it's like that looked kind of cool. It was kind of like D&D. I was like, "You Baldur's Gate?" My brother and I, we used to play the old PS2 game, Dark Alliance.
Yeah, I can choose up.
Baldur's Gate is in there.
Baldur's Gate Dark. Yeah, it's the main town. I was like, "What are you talking about?"
I can choose up to 5 creatures.
Absolutely. So you go ahead and cast Featherfall, and the 4 of you jump off the ship. And what's the full effect of what it does in terms of like negating damage and
It
reducing falling speed?
A falling creature's rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round until the spell ends. If the creature lands before the spell ends, it takes no falling damage and can land on its feet, and the spell ends for the creature.
So with this Featherfall, the magical incantation's applied, and you guys have this like faint blackened aura that kind of hovers around your legs and your waist. And as you guys both hop off of the airship and descend, you land on the wooden deck of the ship. There's lightning that is dropping from the sky, making impact with the water in ways that you've never seen with this. And you can see the electricity like surge out amongst the water in a small area.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Lightning streaking across the sky. As you guys are on the ship presently, you can't. The way that this ship looks is
I just realized that.
there is, from where you guys are at, you guys are on the back half of the ship. There's an open space directly in the middle of this ship, and it goes down 3 layers, 3 levels. This is a pretty deep ship. Now, the reason why this hole, and I say hole, but it's a very empty and open space is because very visibly chained within this ship is laying on his back a massive storm giant. Not currently conscious, but chained across the torso, across the waist, and held at the lowest level of this ship. Now you drop and you see that there's a person all the way at the other end of this, and this ship is about 60 feet across. So from the front to the back, from your guys' perspective.
Do they see us?
You guys are on the back end. Well, that's a great question. So I need you guys to go ahead and roll a stealth roll. Because of Featherfall, I'm going to give you guys advantage on this.
That's cocked.
Got a 15.
15.
28.
28.
14.
14.
11.
11. Okay. The one that you guys land directly next to,
Hold person.
we'll get there. We'll get there. The one that you land directly next to reacts to your guys, so he's going to kind of catch that you guys have landed next to. You're going to be able to catch this guy surprised.
Oh.
Surprise round, baby.
The guy on the far end of the ship does not know that you're here. So, I need you guys to go ahead and roll an initiative roll, and the highest roll is going to basically get to start. Yes.
Initiative is plus what?
Your dex.
Plus your initiative.
Stupid. You can't even read it.
You have a
Oh.
huge advantage.
23.
What do you roll? 23?
Fuck.
I got a 14.
14?
22.
22?
I was blind for a
9.
second. I didn't even know
Okay,
where it
so
was.
Misery, you're the first one that can move. Now, you have a little bit of a benefit here because of the lightning storm.
Oh my god, you read my
Because of the
mind.
thunderstorm, you have a little bit of an audible advantage in terms of your firearms.
That's creepy.
Enjoy
as
it.
fuck.
I was planning that.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
With the thunder, just. So I want to take out the guy on the end.
Damn,
Not the guy that you landed next to, but the guy opposite.
He can't see me though, right?
The guy that you guys landed next to
He
sees
sees all
you
of
guys.
us.
You guys are catching him off guard. The guy on the
Okay,
far
I know
end
what I
does
meant
not
to do.
see any of you.
Okay, I'm gonna use my.
that's like 20 times damage.
Can I use my revolver and just like, basically like, cover his mouth and shoot
Sneak attack.
into his back?
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll advantage because you have him surprised.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What was going on, kid?
Okay.
He hits. No crit.
26.
26. Okay. You definitely do go ahead and hit the guy. I just want to check to see. I don't
Real good
remember
ball.
if this has a surprise condition. Doesn't have it on here.
I do have my short sword though, too if I need it.
Do bullets in D&D have shell casings?
No,
So it's average.
Nice.
they're like little balls.
No,
Okay,
I'm afraid so.
and is this just your normal revolver? Or is it the Ram?
No.
Or the Chimera? It's the normal one? Okay, so you pull out your revolver, put your hand across his mouth, put the barrel of the gun kind of into his
Can
back.
I see when like the lightning strikes so that I can like once I can hear it's like.
Yeah. You fire. Lightning strikes, you fire once. It's barely audible. It barely, even for you guys that are there, like you know that he just shot because you can kind of see a burst of the flash of the muzzle from where you guys are at.
I know.
And then the second bullet fires because you have 2 attacks.
Well,
You-
no, did I attack him twice?
You're gonna need to. You shoot him twice, and you see these 2 holes that are now bleeding off of this white, just kind of like frocked shirt that's now just getting bloody. Poltroy, you walk up to this dying body and just throw him overboard, and you hear the from the water splash. Now there's the guy on the other end of the ship. He hasn't seen you, but Varys, you're gonna be the first one up.
Oh shit.
Misty stepped and cut him in half.
I'm a pacifist.
Misty stepping in my hug.
Bash him off the
At
ship.
this point in the storyline, bro, have you
Push him
not
on.
had like
Can
your
I
arc
do
yet?
that? Can I push him off?
You could try.
Wait,
It would be.
He's
it
a
would-
pacifist, but he'll let Mother Nature fucking tear him apart.
I'm just showing him.
To the shower.
You're just shoving him to his death.
But he's not killing him. So
birds.
you could try. I would say you could try. You would have to Misty Step over to the guy, and then.
I don't think I have Misty Steps.
I mean, yeah, I don't know how many clerics would have Misty Steps. So that's even a better question. I don't even know why I didn't think of that.
Shadowheart does.
I have lightning bolts on my side.
Wait, how far is he?
He is about 40 feet from you presently.
42. I kind of want to put him in a sphere so he rolls around.
Like a hamster?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna move up a little bit, like 10 feet, so I can cast Resilient Sphere.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna trap him in a giant fucking sphere.
Does he have to do anything?
He has to roll.
Wait, an unwilling creature must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is enclosed for the duration.
Roll the 9. So that's a failure.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So he's stuck in a ball for a minute.
Yeah, so you guys watch as Varys kind of walks forward, and you can see with his holy symbol kind of around his neck, it begins to shake and vibrate, and there's this yellow light that kind of appears by his hands, and he just
put him in the ocean.
he kind of reaches out with his hands crossed, and just like it looks like he's pulling the ether around, and it like knits this woven orb. Now, from Eldath's perspective, it's this like woven orb of it's like wreathed in flowers and has vines. It looks like it comes out of the ship, and as it catches around him, you can hear from like inside. Are you able to move the orb?
You can push it, but since we're on the boat that's going pretty fast, he would just roll.
Would you roll in our direction then, since it's accelerating? Since we're on the back
No,
of
he
the
would
ship,
roll
right?
back.
You would roll to us.
He's on the front.
He's on the front, so yeah, if we're...
He would
so
just roll off.
Yeah, he would...
Yeah.
Oh,
So he's like, "Do, do, do, boop," and you just see this orb floating in the water.
Yeah.
you're worse than I am. You're like
He's still alive.
Yeah, until he dies. He's gonna drown.
The orb clangs off the side of the ship a few times as it is falling down. You don't hear anything in kind of like the immediate. You kind of freeze for a moment to see if anyone in the ship is going to like raise an alarm. Doesn't seem to be any sounds. You have an opportunity to move now to the more main deck of this ship and start to descend and get in to where King Hecaton, as you presume, is located. There's a ladder that heads down, and it's ladders that are going to kind of get you down one by one. Who'd be the first to go down?
Me? I'll go first.
I mean, I would say me. I mean, I'm the stealthiest.
If you want to do it, that's
You're going to go down first?
First, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Misery heads down first. Who's second?
You can come after me.
I can go.
You would go? Okay.
I'll go last.
You're last. Okay. So, Misery, you're the first to go down, and as you descend,
First
you're on
is the
a
worst.
like a 10-foot platform. There's a door immediately on your left, and you can see Hecaton now very much closer to you, still laying along the floor. He's chained. These chains are wrapped. He also has these iron clasps that are around his wrists and around his ankles, so he's fastened into the ship and then chained around to keep him in the ship. He's bald, long white beard. His ensemble of clothes shows a bit more of like kind of like a more casual warrior's outfit, so it still has kind of like that gladiator style skirt. The shirt is a little bit flowy, so like breathable, but still pretty form-fitting. But everything's kind of tattered, starting to kind of tear away. He looks very unkempt. His whitened beard, you kind of see streaks of dirt. It also has. There's also a very good indication that some of the crew members have been pissing on him, so there's stains across the beard as well.
That's terrible.
Yeah, trying to humiliate the Storm King, who they have enchained in their ship. Now, the ship is very unique, and so there's no way to get from the front of the ship to the back of the ship on this level, as was the level above. So you see another platform similar to the one that you're on the other side of the ship, another door similar to the one that's on your immediate left. So there seems to be kind of like these two-room compartments, And then there's also a ladder that descends from each of these platforms that you could go down to the bottom. There's no one on these platforms currently. So if there's people in these rooms, that would be where people would be. But you would only be able to confirm by checking the rooms. There doesn't seem to be anyone immediately below as well. So kind of looking over, because everything's open, there's another set of doors on both sides on the lowest level as well. So the interior seems to be completely empty. So, but you're the first up.
I'm assuming people are in those rooms. I mean, I want to check, but it's like we really have a sense of urgency, so I would try to get down to the first floor as fast as possible, or at least try to,
Sure.
find a way. So I think I'll just try to do that. Because I don't think I'll check the rooms. I feel like I would assume there's people there.
Sure. So you descend into the first floor, or onto the lower deck. Varys, you're the second up. There's a door. Do you go in it or not, or do you follow Misery?
Because I'm heading down to the first floor. I'm not. I'm only
Misery's heading to Hecaton.
I would hella follow.
Okay.
That's my first.
Poultry, you're third. Would you go into this door, or are you going to follow them down to Hecaton?
Dagaton.
Okay. Nethys, are you going in this door, or are you going to follow down to Hecaton?
With everyone else.
Okay, so you all head down the other platform. Again, there's another set of doors. Now, but you can walk. You would kind of have to walk a little bit around Hecaton, as he does take up the width of the room. He's massive even in terms of kind of like where he's laying down. You guys are able to descend by his feet. So you guys are by his feet. There's a stool that rests in between his feet. And so it appears that this is where someone sits if they're to ask him questions, keep an eye on him, watch him. That stool is still sitting there. No one seems to be down here at the current moment. There's a door on your side, there's a door on the other end. It'd be very difficult to figure out how to get King Hecaton out of here presently.
Well, I was thinking, what if we use the conch?
Will he fit in
Can't
my
that
dimension door?
Couldn't that teleport all of us? Why not?
He's too damn big.
The conch?
Wait, no, because it does teleport chance, doesn't
It does. It was a gift to Countess Sansuri so that she could teleport to Maelstrom if she ever needed to entreat with King Hecaton.
So we have him blow it.
As our leader, Kutre, we need you to give him
that
mouth
would
to
be
mouth
sick.
so he
Bring
wakes
us
up
with
and
him.
can.
Well, don't you have enlarge?
it?
Does anyone have enlarge?
Remember that breaking news report? You need to give him that.
Sorry.
Damn it.
So, is that the route you guys want to go?
I mean, I feel like that's probably the fastest way. They're gonna hear like, "Whoa, what just happened?" And then they're gonna see him gone, like, "What the fuck?" But then the downside is that we're gonna lose our ship.
And all
Or
of
your
you
ship.
here, dude, we could probably kill everyone on the boat.
You have griffins at Linar Mall. You have a floating castle.
Yeah, but do they follow us?
Dude, we don't need a ship. We don't
that
fucking
takes
castle.
time. That takes time.
Oh yeah, and our goal's in the fucking fortress. Yeah.
Just buy another airship.
That's true.
Fucking.
if it's really an issue.
But no.
Could someone
How does-
rob our fucking tower?
Someone could,
If they're flying on something, 'cause
but
it's
someone would need to know where you left Linar Mall,
Plus we
and then
have,
someone would
what,
need to
5
know what Linar
griffins
Mall
guarding?
is, and then someone would need to know what's in
Well,
Linar
also
Mall,
it's floating.
and then they would have to go in and
How
steal
would they
your
get
stuff.
up there?
You know what? That's my eternal punishment. If you guys are like, we'll just do this, I'll be like, I will rob Linar Mall.
Another person just stole from the normal.
It will be on campaign 4, and you guys will be like, no! Our stuff!
That's
You'll see the Peacekeepers campaign 9 and just be poor and destitute. It's like, what happened? Thieves! Endless thieves! Varys will turn into Gollum, the hobbitses! It's just halflings just stealing your treasure. Gnomes and pixies. Alright. So, you guys clamber around King Hecaton to get to his...
Do we have to have him blow it, or can we blow it?
It's a great question. You're not really certain.
Alright, he definitely needs to blow it.
So, he is unconscious, though.
Oh.
Wakey, just pissed on his face.
No.
Wake up!
Don't do that.
Anyways.
Can I?
What do you mean?
Alright,
Sorry, you don't get to anyways.
Let's
though.
No, I need to know how you want
his
to.
neck and like slap his face.
You want to get on his beard and like...
Yo,
Yeah.
can I,
Really?
Can I
on
cast
his-
command? I
on
want
his
to cast
dirty-
command on him, and I want to say,
I
"Wake
don't
up."
care.
You're gonna be like,
Have fun
"Look,
beating
my
a
My
giant.
pants already piss covered, dude. I don't care.
You're gonna fall through.
Okay, I would say because he's unconscious,
I'm gonna shoot my
Did not
gun.
work.
I'm gonna give him disadvantage on his wisdom save.
Nice.
What are you doing? Wait, you're getting
Commanding him
No,
to wake up.
Could you
You flicker.
please? Please.
Tyr is commanding him to wake up.
Wait, what are you doing to him?
Telling him to wake up.
Oh, that's it.
That's 2 words.
How loud are you gonna be? He's
It's a
pretty
command.
huge.
Yeah, command is 1
Remember
word.
that comment about piss you?
Yeah, but
ate?
I'll go right up to his ear, bro. He's laying on his back.
Your command is
Just don't
1
eat
word.
asparagus.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Alright.
What's your spell save DC?
Wake. 13.
13. He does succeed, so he does not wake up.
Damn, and he was sleeping, bro.
You're weak.
Just slap his face. Slap him.
No.
So you try to wake him up with a command, and you see Varys has climbed onto his beard. Go ahead and make a Constitution check for me, real quick.
Thunderous smite.
Would it be loud if you used thaumaturgy like as a whisper? Would it be like really loud? Or no?
It depends because with thaumaturgy you're allowed to raise the sound. 11. You feel something grimy as you climb up, and it kind of sticks to your hand. And you do climb. You can't really see it much. It's dark.
This is pain.
Gets up, and as you climb to the very top.
Terrible.
Never gonna wash this. Prestidigitation my ass.
That's why you wear gloves.
You see his unconscious face, and you just take both your hands and just like. Okay. You start slapping him, and you see Hackaton's like, hey! And he buckles against the chains. You hear this? You hear. Go ahead and make an athletics roll for me.
Oh shit.
9.4 seconds.
8.
8. Okay. You stumble and fall onto his chest.
Oh shit.
And you hear the sound of like as like he's pulling at the chains, and the iron kind of makes a sound of like tension as he's kind of pushing up. His body kind of like jerks as it's in motion, and as he sees you roll back onto his chest, and he looks at you and goes, "Come for more? You want more?"
We're here to save you.
Go ahead and make a persuasion roll at disadvantage.
Wait, but what if he's
Yes.
what if he sees all of us like?
Because it's like,
Just kidding, I'm pissing on you.
you say this as you pull your cock out.
Can't we tell him we like want to help restore the Order Ring and we expose the corruption?
Right, but this is like an initial of him just being like, you rolled a 4.
Drake.
It seems like
Negative 8, dude.
it appears as if he's not like paying fully attention to what you're saying, and he just looks at you and he goes, "Get it
show
over
him the
with.
conch. Show him the conch.
Get it over with. When I get out of here, I will
Who has
bring
the
you.
conch?
I will bring you and your entire Lord's Alliance down to the
Whoa.
ground. I will tear you limb from limb. I will break you like an egg."
Wait, he knows who we are?
No.
Well, he just said we're the Lord's
And
Alliance.
he kind of
Listen.
jerks again.
Listen, we're here to save you. I'm not trying to hurt you or whatever they did to your beard. I apologize. We're here to save you.
Restore the ordering. We exposed Imran's corruption in your court. And I don't know who has the conch, but I want to show him the conch.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you guys pull out the conch.
Yeah, like we need you to blow this and get us all out of here. We have a lot to tell you, but this is not the place to
You are
talk
all
about it.
smarter than I thought. More lies. I won't fall for that. You could give Countess Sansuri my warmest regards. Their death must have been fun.
I will drink from your water.
I saw.
Wait, his daughters are there, right?
Yeah.
Like the 2 daughters are his, right? Who we talked to?
The 3.
There's
Yeah,
3. Yeah.
3, yeah. Your 3 daughters are in very much danger. There's a great ancient blue dragon trying to kill them.
Oh, didn't they give us the golden goose too? Can we show him that?
What daughters?
You can.
Your 3 daughters.
Oh man, their names. What are their names?
No, not what you say.
Oh shit.
I forget what her name is. I forget what we thought.
Ultra, what were their names?
Man, they didn't like me. Why didn't?
One had a Moron and Nim.
Boron?
Oh no.
That was the two daughters
Isn't it like
that I remember. They need your help.
Ron.
Ron?
bro? Don't do
Don't
it.
even start with please.
And Nim are in danger.
Yes. A great blue dragon named Imrith. She's taken over the giant council or whatever it's called.
What is the name of this other daughter?
Fuck.
Oh man, I really don't.
Our
know.
character, we're dedicated players that will never break
It was
character.
Palmain.
Sarissa?
What became of her?
Death.
Wait, which one was when I was ruling?
God damn it.
She was the only sensible one, wasn't she?
I think she is the
Sarissa
one.
was
that
like the leader.
Yeah.
She did become the Queen Regent.
She was the Queen Regent. She was commanding. But she was getting swayed by the dragon who took her form as a
What's
a storm giant like you.
what was the name of Imrit's like other name?
Mithri.
Yeah. But he doesn't care about that. He's never
He'd be
met
like-
me
but he-
No, I think he
He
has
might
met
have.
Mithri. I
Yes,
think he
that's,
has,
that's
yeah.
why we should.
I'm pretty
mention
sure
it.
Mithri's the one that got
Mithri.
him sent away.
Is the blue dragon.
Mithiri?
Yes.
Maybe, yeah.
If you rearrange the words,
That
it spells Imrith.
bitch got my wife killed. He starts to tense, and you can see anger
Oh, shit.
as he
Give him
as
the
his
conch,
anger
give him the
as
conch.
his
Can I
anger
pet his chest hair?
no as his anger builds, the storm around you gets violent,
Oh.
Can I?
and you
pet
start to
his
hear like,
chest hair?
and he goes, "That bitch killed my wife!" Oh! And just shouts this roar of pain.
Right?
Yeah, they should all be scared now. I'm scared.
I need you to go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
He just
You
needs.
need to let me know if you roll an odd or an even number.
Oh my gosh.
Odd number.
An odd number. Now I need you to roll a d100, and I need you to tell me if you roll below 50 or over 50.
Wait, what did you just roll?
What are these
Fuck
mind
that.
tricks you're giving to us, making us
What did he
roll
say? Oh,
weird
it's a
shit?
D20.
I think he's about to decide whether or not he just gets freaking thunderbolted through the heart.
I fucking hope
All
not.
of a sudden, you have
Alright,
virus.
you know what?
That's how the
Wait,
doctors
what'd you
revive
roll?
people. A d100
Flick the switch on the
above or
pacemaker.
below
It's a
50.
D1, right? Or do I need two of them or what?
Yeah,
Fine,
two.
dude, I'll cast
And
fear
see
on
what?
myself.
If it's
Above or below 50.
Oh goodness.
I have revived.
In the
I'll tell you in a
fucking
second. I
water?
just want to see for
Hmm?
myself.
No, I have revived.
98.
Yeah, 98.
I'll get you.
Pultra.
Oh god.
I need you to go roll a d100, and there's 3 brackets you're looking for. 1 to 20, 21 to 79,
Alright,
or
who's
80 to
getting
100.
struck by lightning?
I mean, I've got the worst odds. It seems like if it keeps shrinking.
No, between the numbers that we roll.
Oh, you're fucking dead, dude.
What did he roll?
65.
65?
65.
Okay.
All right, Ethan.
Nephis, I need you to roll a d4.
Oh,
And I just need you to tell me what you roll.
well, I guess that's the easiest way to split it into fours. I got a 1. I don't like that smile.
No.
You guys fucked me, dude. Why was I last?
Oh no.
I would have won that.
All rolled though.
Okay.
I would have won that
I'm on his
50-50.
chest right now, so I'm worried.
You're nuzzling his chest hair.
Hey, hold on.
Okay.
For life.
He roars out in pain
Oh.
of rage, anger, and of loss as he speaks about his wife.
Fair.
Yeah, but like, calm down.
No. No.
You are still on his chest. You have the conch in hand.
Dude, you'll be his new wife.
Do you climb up to his chest?
Yeah, I want to try and be like, dude, like, come on, get us out of here.
Oh yeah, the conch. Yeah.
Well, you haven't made that request of him yet.
Yeah, I did. I asked him to blow. I said.
Well, he was
I
not
said-
paying attention.
Okay. Well, we need you to blow this to get us out of here.
You're here for me.
Yeah, we were part of some prophecy, ordained or whatever.
The ordning. We're supposed to restore? Or
Yeah.
destroy?
No, we're supposed to help restore it.
Restore the ordning.
Destroy them.
Destroy it!
What?
Our ordning.
To my lips. Now.
Oh. Go?
Yo.
No, Poulter, wrong way.
Sorry, the anatomy of a cow was a little different.
Anyways, you give the conch over to him. There's no easy way to get through this, so I need
What do you mean?
you put the edge of the conch up to his lips.
Okay.
His lips purse. The magical energies of the conch getting ready to teleport now have a giant body to account for. It starts to take a bit of time.
Bro, you telling me there's load time?
In the midst of
Here's
this,
to defend.
in the midst of this, you see a body fly out of one of the rooms, elevated, its arms kind of like limp at its sides, its eyes glossed over in this like swirling bright ocean blue color. The mouth open with that same color light seemingly emanating from its throat. The head's like don't do drugs, kids. Not on the high seas. The head's kind of tilted over and the body's kind of pulled back. A deep voice reverberates seemingly from the ocean.
Oh no.
That's not what I wanted.
Look at what Fenton wanted to buy kids.
That's not what I wanted.
They took the blue pill.
Okay. You are taking my prize.
Who's this?
You begin to hear the ship groan under stress along the sides. There's a portcullis that draws your attention. For you two who are on the ground level floor, not on top of King Hecaton, you look out of it and you can see, because there's the glass window, you can see something is making its way up the ship.
Is it Cthulhu?
A tentacle. A large tentacle.
What kind of god are we fucking?
It's not a god. It's a kraken.
Yeah.
This is a god. This is like a warlock patron.
You are taking my prize. You are taking what's mine.
Oh no.
You begin to see the tips of tentacles begin to make their way down. It starts with one, it follows another, it follows a third, it follows a
How
fourth,
long is that conch
it follows
supposed
a
to
fifth,
take?
and then a sixth, and then a seventh, and then an eighth are beginning to make their way in
It's just eight.
and gripping onto the sides of the ship from the top and begin to pull. You see the front end of the ship, the back end of the ship begin to kind of like bend and bow, and Poulter's like on top, just like, keep blowing!
Get us out of here, man.
The ship begins to pull and tear.
Wait, can I do the Tony Stark thing?
No, because you don't have webs.
But what if I start shooting the tips of the tentacles?
You can, and you pull out
Use
your
my
revolver.
rifle, yeah.
You pull out your rifle and start firing into the tentacles.
Captain America.
The tentacles are massive, and you're hitting them. I won't make you roll for that, and you're seeing some small chunks of the tentacle flesh kind of fly off, and some of them kind of retreat a bit, but not enough to like stop this from happening.
Can I offer my soul to a devil? Once I die, like I'll give them my soul.
We'll have to worry about that if you die.
But I mean, like
That has nothing to do with what's happening right
well,
now.
he could help me.
In this present moment,
Yeah, he could either protect us from the water or he could attack the tentacles.
you need a pretty powerful devil. You need an archfiend.
To defeat
Well,
an ocean?
I'm a pretty powerful summoner.
Okay. As the ship continues to pull, the body begins to float forwards right above King Hecaton, and it
Chill.
gets like parallel with him, and you're underneath him, looking straight up at a body that's now like perpendicular to you, looking down, and you're looking up at it. And the body begins to shake, and the voice now kind of isolates a little bit more through this. No! And the body, like, you watch the neck snap. You see bones kind of pop out of the torso as there's like rage being poured through this vessel.
Oh.
And then it just erupts on top of you. You still feel the violent tearing of this Morkoth ship, and before you guys are teleported.
Oh, we don't have to fight the Kraken?
No, but we just rolled for something just
Dude,
now.
you know how fucking stressed I was?
No, what you just rolled for was this. I had 3 options, and this was it.
This is pretty bad.
So
More of the other options.
We'll find out.
you'll
Fighting the
never
Kraken.
know. You all hear in the kind of the finality before this teleport happens. I will chase you down for taking what's mine. The oceans are endless, and I will drag you to their depths.
Yeah, you never saying
Too bad we ain't going to the ocean.
And then there's this
We'll use the dragons.
and silence. Where the Morkoth is, this kraken rips the vessel apart and drags the various pieces to the ground.
Oh my
We're
god.
fucking
But-
lucky.
The dudes were probably sleeping too.
To no
Who
avail.
cares?
Dude, but who are
Nephis
the people? But who are the
never
people
travels
on
the
ship?
sea again.
I'm saying
Probably
back.
cultists. I don't know.
I'll go in the lake.
This is probably. It was probably a god.
This is why I have a fear of the ocean.
The light
There's
of
things like that.
the teleportation is gone. You find yourself in the central chamber of Linar Mall. As blowing the horn anywhere outside of Linar Mall takes you to Linar Mall, and blowing it from Linar Mall takes you to Maelstrom. King Hekaton is still on his back, laying down. You're still on top of him, covered in blood. You're still on top of him. Your back is covered in blood.
Gosh darn. You know how hard that
You
is
guys
to
are
get
still off to the
hurt?
side. Your musket's still drawn, but now you're able to
Just wash
put it
this
in.
out.
I would
No,
look for like a
there's no
rag or at least
soap in
like a
here.
bucket of water or something. Just
Not
to try
like
to
that,
help him
dude, not
like
blood
clean
soap.
himself up or something.
Right, so you go off to start
Bars,
grabbing some of
bars, so
the castle supplies.
I didn't do anything.
What
sat
am I supposed to
there.
do with the spots I can't reach?
King Hekaton takes a moment,
Can't bleach.
picks you up,
Hey,
and
I'm
gently
bigger than
puts
this.
you down on
Okay.
his side.
Thank you.
With his palms, kind of pulls kind of starts to roll himself up until he's sitting, and slowly get himself in a position where he can
He's
pick
been
himself
Does he have
up.
blood on his
It's
chest?
a lot bigger
Like
than
a
the other
million
guys.
Yeah, and another one across his beard with a vulture outline.
Can I give him health
You could. How would you like to do that?
with life transference?
Okay.
Damn, bro.
And I'll give him 50 health.
Okay. Does that take 50 from you?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys watch from the ground as Hekaton's getting up. You see Nephis is kind of like by his ankle
You should pull your kidney
and
out.
kind of grabs onto like the more calloused part of the ankle, and you see as his entire arm begins to show signs of like shriveling, decaying, or not decaying but desiccating, drying. As this life transference, you see this blackened but also like mixed with red, this crimson and blackened energy pours into the ankle of King Hekaton, and you can see some of the minor bruises begin to kind of heal over. There are some like burns from just kind of being like where the skin's chafing heavily from where he was held in. Those are kind of healing a little bit, and then Nephis kind of backs off, and you can see he's a little bit weaker as a result of that. So
14 HP.
you can see he's kind of like breathing heavy, and
have,
you can see it took a little bit out of him.
When I was grabbing the supplies, at least try to help clean people up. Can I have at least brought a potion, at least or roll it over or something?
There are giant potions in here.
Yeah, because I know we have
can just
we have
bathe
supreme
in it.
healing.
Yes.
So I want to at least what I think is enough for a giant.
Potentially,
You
yeah.
have a disadvantage.
He looks to you, Varys, and he gets down on one knee.
William Green.
My wife is dead.
He's still following though, right?
Oh, he's colossal.
What do you mean tall? Is
Yeah.
he still taller? We're like the same height now, right?
It's like this picture, like
Right.
this is you, this is him.
As you get a closer look into, yeah, as you do get like a closer look into his features, he's got the really cool part about King Hecaton is he's got this very like, it's a very stocky face, big nose, kind of muscular looking. Like if you know, like How to Train Your Dragon, the main character's dad.
Yeah.
Like that,
Nice.
right? In terms like
shit.
big, right? Big and bulky.
Whoa.
White eyebrows, white beard, full white beard, long, with some red on it.
No hair.
The head is balding as you get a
like
closer
a ball.
look, and there's white hair that's kind of around the sides. So you imagine that kind of like where his crown is, kind of makes everything. There's like thin strands of white hair across the top that are like around the sides and stuff. His eyes are what kind of catch you. Love it. No. There's like a brightness to them and like a storming element that swirls within the color of the eyes that has this. He carries with him an aura of respect, an aura of authority, just by the way that he holds himself, even in his weakness, as he's breathing heavy, he's sore. It's visible that moving like strains until he kind of heals him a bit, which that's a big chunk of health. So you can see he kind of lightens up a smidge. For centuries, my kind have forsaken yours. Your puny size, for some a snack, for others an inconvenience. He kind of looks around, and for some, in reference to Sansuri, a pest. And yet, we giants are no bigger. 2 years ago, the world needed us. Where opportunity arose, we abdicated ourselves of fulfilling a responsibility that we had to our ancestral enemy of the dragons. We let you humans deal with it. And you were successful.
That's some cool fights.
And it enraged our god. I was there the day the ordning shattered. I was with the Oracle, talking with the Allfather, the day he decided this ordning must go. It was our punishment, an act of divine fury. We were to reorganize ourselves and reset a new ordning. I was given the foresight so that I would maintain the Storm King's authority, maintain the Allfather's peace. And yet the Allfather chooses you to repair our way of life. I would know who my saviors are, that I might remember them.
You should go first, but you go here.
I forgot my last name. Oh shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Varys Lasalthi,
There's.
of the Peacekeepers.
Minotaur.
My name's Poltra.
Misery.
Nephis. Well, Varys, Boltra, Misery, and Varys, Nephis.
I'm that forgettable.
No, it's my fault. And Nephis, you have my gratitude. My daughters, are they safe in the Storm Court?
Do we want to tell him that it was their fault?
Well, it wasn't technically. They got manipulated.
Nah, dude, he's their dad. He'll figure it out,
But
bro. Just let him do his thing.
They are safe.
Who got chased? It was Mithri got chased by not one of the sisters, right? Or was it?
No,
Sarissa got chased away, right? Like she freaked out.
No, she didn't get chased. You faintly recall when
Oh,
Imrith revealed her true form, had snatched the Corolnor scepter from the throne,
the Queen's frozen.
and it paralyzed Queen Sarissa
Oh, yeah.
to that throne.
It's Queen Sarissa, right?
Queen Regent, yeah.
Did we? But she's still frozen there.
Yeah, you have.
That's
You'd
right.
have to return the Corolnor scepter, which means someone would have to get it from Imrith.
Oh, man, we're gonna fight her.
Even if you have a 9th level wish spell,
Well, then you could wish for it to come back. That's different.
or you could wish for her to be unfrozen.
Wish they were never.
My
That's
daughters,
too much.
are they safe?
I gotta tell him, or
Sarissa, when Imrith revealed themselves, he stole a weapon and it froze Queen Sarissa.
The Corolnor scepter off my throne. It's a safeguard for people, for giants, so that it would not be stolen. I did not think that it would be so easily turned. This is unsettling. This Imrith, where is she now?
I know not.
She fled underwater.
Then she would return to her lair. What scales did she bear?
Blue. As
A
the
desert,
ocean.
then.
That don't make sense.
Desert?
The blue dragons are desert dwellers.
And the brown dragons are water dwellers.
There's bronze dragons.
Oh, they like. I remember
they
the
do
one
like water.
What the hell? That doesn't make sense. Why?
Because there's no brown.
There's no brown chromatic.
Camouflage.
Yeah,
But camouflage. Wouldn't a blue dragon be in the water?
No,
Well, blue dragon is.
no, bronze.
They
So
like
bronze
the
are
eye.
aquatic. Bronze are more aquatic.
Bronze does feel like maybe like coral reefy, like
They are. They
reflective.
really enjoy watching ships depart from docks. But
dragons don't
blue dragons are desert. They're desert dwellers. So yeah, it is kind of one of the more confusing ones. I'll agree, but it is what they are. They're desert
They just
dwellers.
look cool on the
Yeah, they can burrow
Oh, there's probably glass everywhere. Huh? Shooting lightning.
Or if she sprays
on the sand.
potentially.
Where do gold dragons stay?
Gold dragons are kind of your more traditional inside of
Volcanoes.
yeah, no, not volcanoes, caves.
What about a red dragon?
Red dragons, caves.
Volcanoes.
White dragons are gonna be somewhere in the Arctic, so either snowy caves or tundra.
The black dragons are bad.
Swamps.
Oh, that and green dragons are pretty much like swamps.
Green
Forests.
dragons are gonna be more forests,
Oh.
and yeah, they make the place around them sickly, but black dragons can turn the area swampy.
Yeah, yellow dragons are your mom's house.
Damn.
Look, bro. I'm telling you.
We're just gonna invent new dragons tomorrow. We're just gonna have a whole horde of them.
Riz dragon.
This dragon, how big?
Huge.
Her age, do you know?
Fucking
Ancient.
old. Not as old as me, but
Hmm.
Yeah.
Uthor.
You don't think she's at
Is
least
she
1,000?
Is she older than me?
She's at least 1,000.
Imrith?
Yeah.
She's an ancient dragon.
Yeah.
So, no.
So
She's way older than
Well,
What do you mean? No,
I'm an
bro.
ancient elf. Dude.
You're not an ancient elf,
I
bro.
am an ancient elf.
No, you're a
What,
multi-generational
wait,
elf.
what does ancient technically mean?
It's
We're
over.
gonna find out.
It's like over 10,000 years.
Hey, I'm sorry.
men lived on
No, it's not over 10,000 years. It's gotta be at least 1,000 years.
No, it's because I accidentally touched her ear.
No, imagine the like
Beast
crawls
of
on there, just like
thousands.
scratching.
Dragon with a cane?
She was trying to get me.
No, because dragons don't.
Ancient is anywhere from 801 to 1,000.
Yes.
So 801 to 1,000. So she is older than you.
She's just older than you.
Fuck, I'm so close.
You're gonna
I'm
die
so close to an
before.
ancient elf.
Yeah.
You're pretty
Guy
close.
is dying for
Dude, that's
attention.
nuts,
Yep.
bro.
No.
A walking mess.
My Imperator, Uthor, could find her.
Or even like a walking Egyptian. Yeah, I built the pyramid.
She must die.
And I own an iPhone.
She must die.
Oh, we agree. We would love to be the
Because
ones
that Krolnor scepter is at risk as long as she lives. Which means my daughter's life is in danger.
We might have some friends who can help us seek her out. Unless you have any ideas.
Well, you said her later.
We're giving the constant time. And then I will deliver us to
The conch is a
my
cute
corpse.
now.
Rib.
I try not to strain my conscience.
So good. That was a good line. Trying to strain my conscience.
Your conscience?
I would ask you of one favor.
Yes. Yes.
Restoring me to my throne should be deemed sufficient in the eyes of the Allfather.
Oh?
To put the storm giants at the top of this new ordning, which will allow me to restructure the ordning beneath me in a way that benefits the giants.
Sounds like a pyramid scheme.
That's exactly what it is.
When I am done, we may seek vengeance on your Lord's alliance for capturing me and slaughtering my wife.
It's not mine.
That wasn't the Lord's Alliance. That was a faked contract too by Mithrin or whatever her name was.
Mithrin.
I'm red.
So it was a
Yeah.
ploy.
Or Imran. Yeah, we didn't do that. The Lord's Alliance didn't do that. It was all her doing. She was the one that got you captured.
You're like saying in the background. That's what explaining.
Would you be able to find anyone who could vouch for this?
All of the giant leaders. They were all in attendance.
Was it-
I believe, right? Weren't all the giant leaders like they were there, right?
Mhm.
They tried to kill
Yeah,
us.
they were all there. All of the giant leaders and your daughters. Yeah.
We beat him.
Then my favor is this. Where this Imrith resides,
Colorado.
I
I will eat her for dinner.
must wage war. It has never been seen for our kinds to join in anything. As the Storm King, would you join me in war?
You know, I don't really think we're that different after all. I also like to kill shit.
High five, freeze frame.
Size doesn't matter.
That's not true.
Cast in large.
He doesn't change.
Aw, dude.
You're like, what?
Oh, shit.
That's not why.
It's the fur. The fur hid the growth.
That's not why.
What?
Anyways,
Oh.
he asks this of you.
Oh.
Would you wage war and come to my aid?
Hell yes.
Will it bring the peace of giants and humans?
Between my storm court and your kind, yes. Between other giants willing to listen to my decrees, I can only hope.
Then I will also aid in making sure that you become the king of all giants.
Well, I don't want that power. The Storm King is enough for me.
Isn't the Storm King the king of giants?
King of the Storm Giants, but they tend to have authority over all the giants. I would never ask a lady to throw herself into danger.
He's about
But
to
my
swing
wife,
you.
my wife has showed me that some women of our kind are braver than some might consider. To see you traveling amongst these friends of yours, I imagine you share that same spirit. And so I make this request, though against my better nature. Would you wage war?
I would.
She'll raise hell.
I guess bravery and deceit is still bravery, huh?
What?
Very well.
Don't
takes-
ask this guy.
He
though.
takes the conch, brings it up to his mouth.
He didn't bring his note cards. He doesn't know what to say.
He takes the conch, brings it up to his mouth. We have a dragon to slay. And you guys are teleported into Maelstrom.
Are we doing that right now?
No, we're going to his
Fuck
crib
yeah, we
now.
are, dude.
We're gonna restock it as Kingdom.
What happens
Cavalry.
next
Fine, I'm with
is
Bro, all the giants go to boss up on
you guys watch.
It's jump.
You guys get to watch King Hecaton arm himself for war.
that. Yo, it's like an Iron Man. Dude. He holds his arms out. Yeah, all his assistants go start pinning.
He
shit
puts
on him.
he has
Like a
the
Spartan.
Imperator helps him with his armor,
Yeah.
and he starts with
Master
well, he starts with this like sea green chain shirt that is going to be underneath everything.
Oh.
He puts on these large metal bracers that have that same sea green color, and they have a purple and lightning like trim around both end of them. There's a trident on his left arm and a lightning bolt along the other. He puts on this torso plate, and it's the same sea green but this darkened metal plate, like just torso covering that even has these shoulder pauldrons, these plates that have on the left side it's this trident as well. On the right side it's it's a series of lightning bolts, and he's got this furred. It's like a furred. It's not a cloak, but it just surrounds kind of around where his beard is, and kind of helps with the overall look in this appearance. There is a cape that is affixed to these golden clasps that goes down about to the back of his knees, kind of down that length. His biceps are exposed. You get to see his might, and he kind of, in the midst of that, you can see he's a very strong giant, very muscular, and this dude is bred for physical combat. He gets this, it's kind of like a gladiator. It's similar to the skirt he was kind of wearing a bit ago, so this gladiator kind of open to keep his legs mobile and movable, and the types of like gauntleted or metallic greaves he's wearing is the sea green, and it goes up to about his knees, so his thighs are exposed for the most part, where they're not like metally protected. His entire like lower half is kind of exposed in terms of with this skirt that he's wearing. They pull out a sword, a long sword inside of its own scabbard, and he goes up to it and he unsheathes it, and as it begins to unclasp from the scabbard in its fullness, there's sparks of electricity that shoot out of the scabbard, like being unleashed. And he takes that in his hand, just pulls it out just a smidge, kind of like when a samurai kind of like just does the inch, right? And he looks, and you can see off in the distance Queen Regent Sarissa locked, paralyzed in place. The sea around Maelstrom, the storm begins to form under the ocean. You get a sense of raging waters kind of outside. You can watch it,
There's
and
casual flies too.
the fish swim off, his anger and his rage affecting the very realm around him. And with one swift pull, this blade is brought free, and this long sword, lightning arcing across the blade, which is now attaching to parts of the armor and kind of like and just surging around him. His eyes begin to glow, and you can see the lightning kind of like staticky a bit before, and then that kind of goes away. It's like this brief outburst. Then they affix his crown. His crown, his war crown is not really anything unique. It has, it's this golden band that has like a curved fixture around the top. And there's an indent in the middle, and there's a separation kind of at the end. So it looks like it's held up by these two pillars, and there's this like semicircle at the top. It's very plain, no crazy designs, but it helps mark him out in his leadership. He puts the sword into the ground and kind of rests it in front of himself, and he gets down on one knee. He puts his head up against the hilt of his blade and begins to speak to himself, silently, but mouthing the words. And you hear the occasional like... Picks himself up. The four of you, not some months ago, were traveling the countryside at a small village known as Nightstone, just to see if they were okay. The town had fallen silent. You had no idea this journey, this grand adventure that you would have come upon.
This king is powered up.
Now we're rich.
And you have met legends and are recognizing kind of in this moment that this is the type of moments in which legends are born. You all consider what you've lost. You all consider what you've gained. But you know that in this moment, none of that fully matters if there's nothing to secure. If that future to move forward is not firmly founded, then everything was for nothing.
Imagine if,
Imrith will not take this loss well.
He didn't die?
She.
Or she didn't die?
The dragon.
And she will hope for your death.
She can hope all she wants. She's gonna have to come and take it.
And she will try her hardest. You
yeah.
feel that.
Do we get to fight her?
Party members name the fifth one.
That's the next goal.
Rispin.
You...
Should be a
So this isn't the last episode?
Only if she was here, dude.
No, there's still one last episode that we will have.
I totally thought this was the last episode. I'm like,
Nah, bro. Gotta be
And I
that,
was
You-
like, I'm
that big old
You... think back to Risvin.
Just for good measure.
You think back to Risvin
Oh, dude, yeah, that's what
being eaten alive by hill giants.
Oh, man, if she was here now, dude.
You think back to the people of Nightstone, to the seven snakes, this band of mercenaries from the Black Network that you guys had fought, shot some fingers off of one.
I forgot about that.
You remember the people of Nightstone that you rescued from ogres, nearly letting one being
We're
cooked
too
alive.
crisp, bro.
You remember the people of Golden Fields having saved such a large gathering of people from a hill giant attack.
We
You're-
actually did a lot.
You remember traveling around the Deathrin Valley to the Barge Right Inn and making your way eventually to Waterdeep.
My favorite Indian.
You remember meeting Lux Everest for the first time.
What a cool fucking guy.
You
Yeah, I mean, he was kind of like that, like, guy that shows up in a Hawaiian shirt. You're like, who the fuck is this guy? He's
you
badass.
remember being sent
Hakon's
from
dead.
Neverdeep, or from
Dead
Waterdeep,
and gone.
and being sent
I don't even know.
as you were searching for Harshnag. You remember the first time you met Harshnag.
Yeah, Harshnag.
And Hakon. You remember the two of them guiding you to the Eye of the Allfather. And remember the tomb that they laid within as the temple was brought down upon them as they tried to ensure your safe departure. At the hands of Imrith.
And they're both dead, right?
Gone.
Very much dead.
Like dust.
Really?
Super dead.
Dirt.
I hope you actually killed Hakon.
I guess we'll see.
It's gone.
You remember
I have to put it down.
finding Linar Mall.
I'm gonna be so pissed when Ethan brings Hakon back for something cool, dude. I'm gonna be like, fucking let Hakon die, dude.
We'll see.
Oh my god, he's gonna be in the final episode.
No, that's too much. I'm trying to potentially kill one of you guys. I can't bring Hakon into that fight. It will not happen. No one will die if Hakon's in that fight.
We'll have.
He's got like what? 400 health? Because of that boon I gave you guys?
You underestimate my ability
Your ability to die?
of natural causes.
Right. You remember finding Linar Mall? Nephis, you remember almost getting your party killed in Linar Mall?
But I was stronger than that. I mean, I didn't go down, so
I didn't either.
Varys, you remember being brought back from the dead in Linar Mall.
you're welcome.
I wasn't the problem there.
You remember leaving from Linar Mall to go to Maelstrom for the first time. And you remember this small trek that you've made to find King Hekaton and to have saved them. Varys, you think to yourself,
What a beautiful...
for a moment, with your friends, your allies, your team, in a way, your family.
Femery is everything.
You see a golden light begin to glow from your holy symbol.
What?
The three of you see it. The light begins to detach, a small mote of golden energy that floats into the center of the four of you.
Who's here? Oh,
And a spiritual visage of Risvin stands before you.
Oh, that's badass. Yo, what up, Brisbane?
First time you see Misery Kratos.
Good to see you.
She seems,
And I kind of like clear patting my hooves on.
the last time that you've seen her in this disposition, peace and joy, her natural attitude was always jovial. But this looks more of serenity, of this spiritually eternal peace. And she looks amongst the four of you.
I'm crying. Right? Misery's just bawling.
Hello. It's deep, and part of that has to deal with this bit of the Dragonborn. Yeah, so there's a softness to it. But also this spiritual form. I've missed you all. So much. I am sorry to have left you alone for so long. It pained me every day to watch you struggle.
Don't apologize. I've got a body here. Take this. You can come with us. And I like have my pouch with the corpse in it.
Nephis, it does not work that way.
Why not? You're here now.
I cannot possess that which has no soul. And I've already moved on to a place that I had never imagined. My hope is you all would one day reside in a place like this.
Soon.
Take.
There is your health. And you see a small golden mote like detach and just fly your way very quickly, and it's a lot more stern than you think.
Oh, darn it.
You feel 20 years out of your life. No!
You gotta lie to him.
I cannot imagine the burden my death has placed upon you, and I always looked to you as a mentor. You taught me more about peace and kindness, that it hurt to watch how you struggled with that.
You yelled at those children. She was watching spiritual.
She was off that day.
Promise me this. No more yelling at children.
What do you say?
It was a one-time thing.
Why do you sound like a cheater, dude?
It was a moment of weakness.
It won't happen again.
But you do not walk in fear anymore. Varys, for one to fight giants, one must be giant. Stand tall. Poltra,
That's what I was thinking.
We used to get funny looks together, but now it's just me that gets funny looks.
yes.
But I'll keep getting
then-
funny looks, and every time I do, I'll remember you.
Wait, what race?
I'm a Minotaur, and she's a Dragonborn.
You will always fight for justice.
In the name of Tyrion.
Just never forget that sometimes the unjust will cloak itself like the just to get its way. Be ready to always guard your heart. And if you get any more funny looks, you may laugh and think fondly of me in those. I will be grateful for that. Just that high-pitched voice was rough.
Minotaur
If she
Dragonborn
never
baby.
knew you with your
Nah,
deep
who
voice.
would've known? Who would've known?
Who would have known?
What a fucking doom.
Nephis, you confuse me the most.
I think the most logically that thought confuses me.
Right.
In some ways, your lust for power has led you to find powers that some would argue are best left for the damned.
How else can I protect those I care about? By becoming...
Very hard argument. One that you will wrestle with every day. Just never forget that tomorrow your goal is to accomplish the same thing that you wish today, is to take care of your friends.
I haven't forgotten. Not once.
I know. You direct it weirdly.
Well, I'm gonna lean in and whisper to only her and go, I am a half-orc.
I knew that.
Well,
I casted Detect Thoughts one day. I had kept your secret for quite some time.
a trust unbound.
But duty binds us all the same. Misery. Do not wallow. Do not sit in despair. I am fine. And I am okay. Even if you are not.
There's so many things I want to tell you, but so many things you're gonna miss out now.
Yes, I have missed out on a lot. But from this point forward, I am never gone. I always will reside in here. In every single one of you.
I will tell a Barger story, so that he may tell it.
Probably wouldn't be a good tale anyways. I'm just a dragon that got ate by giants.
No,
A comedy, if you would.
it'll be my story.
At that time, the same could have happened to any of us.
Do not hold that guilt over your heads. Very true. When all is said and done, you will have a life to live. Live it well. We may not see each other again like this. The gods have given me an option to spend very little time with you, and I will run out of that time soon. So, goodbye, my friends.
Your name will be remembered.
I know.
Am I able to like run up and hug her?
As you try to, like,
No.
the form, it's not tangible, so it goes through, and you kind of stumble past her, like you run into her and go through,
Damn.
and there's that like she opens up, but it doesn't happen, and she turns and goes, "I'm sorry." You start to see that the form begins to fade slowly,
Time for an air hug.
and so you see it. You see a stump.
Group
yeah,
air hug.
you see a
Group air
stump,
hug. Group air hug.
and you guys all move in and
Yeah.
hug around, and
Yeah.
you get just one final "I love you all."
No, we love you, Brisbane. And then she like fades up.
And then the light, there's a brief flash, and that mote just returns. It actually splits, but it returns into every single one of your, into the breast.
With a heart.
And you feel a closeness.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Is he sick?
You gather with the Storm King, who is going to travel with you to find
I
Imric.
mean, we were gonna travel with him, right? We lost our airship.
Hey, could you take us?
Could you drive Buddy, please?
We have airship money.
Airship money.
Imperator Uthor has found the dragon's lair deep within the desert of Anarok. We will go and slay this beast. We will free my daughter. It's been a while since I've fought a giant, but she is known as the Doom of the Desert, and also roughly known as the Dragon of Statues. So I know not what that will mean when we get to her lair.
Can I roll a history check?
You may.
Like, freeze! Whoa! Turn into stone.
Religion shit.
I got a 19.
19.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
I'll tell you what, good riddance with this dragon, man.
She can turn us to stone.
I heard that set a new precedent for our peoples. Huh? The Beatles and the Ones?
With a 19, you can't find any. You
Every time
don't
we travel, we
recall
travel
any
in a straight
historical
line.
connection in terms of that name. It must be a more lesser known title.
Wait, let
And
me check it.
Are you doing history?
Oh shit.
Did you get a
Roll
19
a
or
two.
higher?
Oh my god.
Or 9.
No.
Holy shit.
Oh, do we have to
He,
roll?
he turns.
No,
No, you don't
I
have to.
misread
He
it.
turns over to Imperator Uthor and goes, "You are in charge until we return. You have my full authority with decree, punishment, execution, in all standpoints.
Yo, hey, yo.
You will be Regent Uthor until I've returned. You will become Imperator again, passing the mantle of regency to my daughters if we are not to return
First command.
within a month."
A month?
He looks and goes,
How long is this flight gonna take? Shit.
"Oh, you're in for it, guys." So we're gonna have one session for every day of combat.
Dude, that'd be badass.
No, that'd be
That'd be like
terrible.
Radon
I would
and
hate that.
Millennium Radon.
That would be so much for me to deal with.
Millennium Radon.
No, because it would.
Me?
Oh.
Oh,
What was that noise?
that was my poos poos.
I pet her head.
Hey, these boots, boots.
My poos poos.
She wants attention so
Now
bad.
you gotta put her on the camera, dude.
She's been meowing at you.
Yeah.
Cat.
She's like a little dog with you.
Kind of. No.
What an attention hog.
Yeah. All right. Goodbye. Someone's gonna be watching and be like, "Give the cat cuddles, you monster."
We're fighting Gaia next episode. She's being the ancient dragon.
Yeah.
She wants you.
All you have to do is give her catnip and she'll chill out like she's in the lair.
This should go crazy.
A coterie of bodyguards gather around King Hecaton. He turns to name them each in turn. Ymir, Orlecto, Shaldur, and Vasha. We depart. Your lives may be forfeit, Are you ready to sacrifice yourself for the name of your king? In unison, they all. For our king, we will bring the storm.
Metal. That was metal.
Very well.
She's frightening me.
They have a teleportation ring that they're going to use in order to send you out.
That's strange.
She wants to play with me.
Yeah, for real.
I just don't want her to bite me.
You guys gather,
That's a big ass.
knowing that once you fully have departed, you don't have assurance that you will return. But you've come this far.
I don't even know the way back, so we're just gonna keep going forward.
We're also
And the teleportation happens. You are sent across the realm to the Anarok Desert.
Hey, Yahweh.
Your long journey ends here.
You're talking.
In this desert, a churning cauldron of blackened clouds which filled the sky as thunder peals and lightning flashes. Half buried in the cold dunes is a crumbling amphitheater adorned with statues, many of them broken, the rest worn smooth by wind and sand. 2 large trebuchets stand atop these ruins, where cheers once rang out across a great city. Now a solemn fortress stands before you, waiting for you to draw near.
Wait, quick question. What trebuchet? Is that a catapult?
Catapult.
Oh, okay.
Man, we're out elsewhere.
You walk in the direction of this amphitheater.
People everywhere.
Tabaxi?
The back seat.
The vaccine.
The sands around you whip up slightly. Not enough to cause a distraction or be a problem.
Go off sand.
Dude, like the sands make of the form
You
of
hear
human.
Risvin's voice be like, "You should not have done that," and then you die of natural causes. You've broken the
Right next to
boon.
my heart.
You've cursed it. No, she's like, you've broken the boon. You've just cursed yourself. You walk towards the center of this amphitheater, in which there appears to be sandstone of what used to be the base of a stage that's detached from the seating, from the arena, which there's crumbling pillars, broken seating, broken statues, a large giant statue which is tumbled and shattered and broken into many pieces across the center. One entire, like, just clean row that goes from the front to the back of the seating is just completely torn. But you guys are able to walk around into this central opening. There's a hole directly in the middle. Now it would go somewhere. It would go beneath you. And it could travel down for, you imagine, quite some time. Hekaton looks over at his bodyguards. The 4 storm giants who are similarly garbed and ready for war in a way that he is. Ymir, Orlecto, you 2 head down first, make sure it is safe, just to descend. We will follow you once we get the signal. 1 lightning bolt if it's safe, 2 if you are if it is in danger, and we ought to rush, 3 if we ought to flee.
Dude, this is crazy, bro.
Ymir puts his helmet off and puts it on the sand in front of him and says that I will return for this helmet or I will die to leave it unfilled. And they go and head towards this sand pit. They both descend into it. Their forms consumed by this ocean of sand. Silence fills the air.
Tear me with it. Is there anywhere else to go, or that's pretty much it, though, huh?
There's quite a few areas to go. Granted, you just don't know if any of this would be where a dragon would be. It's like you could walk through the amphitheater. There's
Nah, yeah, we should just follow Hekaton.
Yeah, in the silence, you start whistling.
I can't.
This is what we're doing? We're making ourselves fresh bait for the dragon?
Fuck yeah, we are.
Does a dragon count as a celestial or fiend?
That's a dumb question.
No, it counts as a dragon.
You know, normally there's not.
But
They don't. You know, they say like, "There's no such thing as a stupid question." The only stupid question is the one unasked. That was the dumb
but
question
it could be a
because you said the
celestial.
type of creature it was in the question of what class of creature is this.
But it's a
It's a
celestial-
dragon.
It's a celestial dragon.
Oh, it's a draconic creature.
All right, it's a
What?
fiendish dragon.
So
No.
is Tiamat a god? Not technically a dragon, or
So yes, Tiamat would fulfill the pattern of being a deity
oh,
by class. Well,
So
granted, that's not like
she-
technically a classification. It probably marked her as a dragon. I could check her stat block,
So she would
but
be
she's a
celestial.
god.
She'd be a celestial.
No,
Dude,
celestials are angels.
god damn it. Why won't you let me use my
so Tyr's a deity in Eldath.
Yeah, Tyr and Eldath are deities.
Six.
There's still silence. You guys are kind of pondering over
The
Well, how long has it been?
statues. Do they look like just
about
statues?
30 minutes so
made?
far, and you've heard nothing from them below.
Do they look like crafted statues or petrified? Just
They look crafted. It's a good question. They do look crafted.
Is there any like gold and valuable items strewn about anywhere? No.
If there were, they would have been lost to time.
King Hecaton's
Because I
head.
was figuring, because don't do chromatic dragons keep hordes of wealth?
Any dragon keeps the horde.
So I would assume that if this is where its nest is, then it would have wealth somewhere.
As you're thinking about the horde and thinking about gold and wealth, you all feel beneath the ground, the sands, this.
Huh?
It catches everyone's attention, the vibration pulsating beneath your very feet. Sand begins to pour into the hole that you guys are
Sinkhole!
that had just had giants descend into, and not a few moments after that begins, you see one giant and yet very bloodied hand grab onto the edge of that sand ledge, pull himself up. One of the giant bodyguards begins to pull, and you can see a lightning bolt get formed. And right before he's going to get ready to hurl it, in the impression of fulfilling his role, you see one giant blue-scaled claw come up from behind the head, and the claws pierce through the eyes, getting into the flesh. And you see the arm drop with the lightning bolt that was formed in it, just dissipating amongst the sand, and the body violently getting pulled in, and the sand with a geyser of blood that gets shot out from where the sand and the blood collided.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We have to go.
Everyone in that immediate moment, there's nowhere to run.
Oh gosh.
You feel this
There's like
As-
a worm.
as this dragon seems to be burrowing beneath the ground.
Can I get out? Can I use Dimension Door
To get where?
to get out of the sand?
To go down.
Well,
You
isn't there
wanna be
steps
on
to an
here.
amphitheater, right?
Yeah, there's steps to the amphitheater if you guys want to run.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, then we'll go to the amphitheater.
Can we do more?
Oh, wait, what's Hecaton doing?
Huh?
What's Hecaton doing?
Dying.
Well, Hecaton grabs for a sword,
Well,
and
can I look at the
his
top?
other bodyguards grab for their swords as well. They're all looking at the ground, just kind of waiting for this dragon to appear.
I'd rather not sink.
Would I? Because like I mean, I have my rifle with me. Would I have just been at the
After all
top then,
this,
not like
I don't fucking-
following?
Yeah, you could have been up there, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
So you guys see that Misery's already up top. Would you guys want? Well, she said preemptively that she would have been up there, so that would have been fine. So do you guys want to start rushing up to the top of the amphitheater?
Sure.
Okay, so you guys begin rushing your way up to the top of this amphitheater, and you see the wind, the storm of sand begins to pick up a little bit quicker, and sand begins to kind of start in these like puffs of blistering sand winds begin to kind of entrap this amphitheater within this bubble of sandstorm. The vibration continues, it's violent, and with your passive perception, you begin to notice the statues start moving
Fuck. I
one
knew some bullshit was
by one by one
what?
by one. They start moving slowly as these gargoyles begin to start like
You know, we probably
Like,
should have looked at this.
kicking
guy.
themselves
I
into kicking themselves in the butt. We asked if they were crafted or if they were petrified, and they would not be petrified. They'd be crafted. That was a very good question. That was a very good question. They begin to move into, like, just full motion, and they start to pick themselves up. Because you guys are on the amphitheater steps, they all start turning towards you and begin to converge. You see gargoyles coming from multiple directions. At that very moment, you see the dragon, Imrit, burst from the ground behind the other two bodyguards. And you see all 4 claws, this ginormous dragon, grabbing both of these giants, picking them up. You see, like, claws puncturing flesh, and then dragging them across the sand. And when she picks them back up as she's flying off, you can just see sheerly melted and just burned from this just absolutely vicious ragged tear across the ground. Just torn flesh, some elements of bone. They are completely emaciated. Picks them up and then throws them against the ground. As she's flying around, kind of keeping Hecaton and her trapped in this combat as Hecaton starts hurling lightning bolts, but to no avail. The lightning bolts strike her skin. He is good, and he hits every single time. Lightning bolt, boom, boom. Nothing seems to damage in terms of lightning this dragon.
Why would you bring a lightning sword to fight a lightning dragon?
I need
Giants, man.
the gargoyles begin to start swarming around you. You guys all back up, back to back, for just this opportunity, because they're coming from every direction. So I need the 4 of you to go ahead and roll an initiative roll with me, and we're gonna have a very fun standoff with these gargoyles as they start coming in bit by bit.
Power!
Power.
Oh my friggin' What'd you get? Low. Please be lower than me, please.
Are you lower than...
You could.
Okay, 25 to 20.
20.
Okay.
Damn.
What'd you get?
It's the second time you beat me by 1.
17 now.
Oh, by
I got
the second
11.
time?
Yeah, initiative.
I got a
I have a
12.
+3.
I'm a +8.
Yeah, I
Ultra?
11.
know. Cheater.
A 12.
Okay.
Do better.
I'm saving it for the rolls that actually matter.
Midri, you are up first. So these gargoyles are swarming around you, creating a kind of like this column of flying statues just swirling around you. They're gonna come in bit by bit and
they're
just
flying?
they're gonna be attacking like imagine you guys are being swarmed and just like one by one they're gonna just come in, attack, fly back into the
Basically, yeah.
Flybys? These bastards.
flybys, but they're not like high above. They're not swooping down. They're encircling you, and so you guys are back to back, and one's gonna like
vultures.
because vultures wait until you're dead.
Oh.
These guys are swarming you, and just bit by bit, while if you're distracted shooting one's gonna swipe by and slash you and fly back into the column and keep flying around, and then may rotate and hit Nephis. We don't know. So,
No, it would not.
but you are the first up.
Let me look at the first one. I'm gonna attack that one.
Okay. So when you're making attacks against these gargoyles, the way that I'm going to do this is going to be a little bit different than how we normally would do multiple entity combat. You are attacking a total pool. I'm considering this a swarm of gargoyles, not multiple individual gargoyles. So like any type of swarm creature, it's a total hit point pool that you whittle away against the total amount. Normally those are like swarms of bats and swarms of spiders. I've never done swarms of gargoyles, but I'm doing that today.
What do you call swarm?
So you just attack it.
It's a gargoyle.
Gargle of these balls.
Okay.
Casts fireball. No.
Where is it? Am I tripping?
Power word death.
One of them has to have less than 100 hit points.
Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is Melta. No, I'd like to do. I'm gonna shoot 2 times.
Okay.
But actually,
Oh, you can't shoot any more than twice?
I could if I wanted to.
Because that's kind of lame, isn't it?
Can't you only attack once? I don't know why you're
But I don't
doing
shoot a gun.
it. I can attack twice regardless if it's good or not.
Alright.
Anyways,
Go for it.
You know what? Because he said that, I'm gonna use. Actually, I can't use that because I'm gonna wait for her. Never mind. I'm just gonna attack twice.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
Almost baited
use sharpshooter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll both.
Mhm.
Sharpshooter. I'm gonna use 1 grit point for the first roll.
Okay.
You nat one.
It wouldn't matter because I roll advantage.
2 nat ones.
That's just rude.
You're an asshole. How are you rolling that? Do I have to roll that or no?
Well, you roll at advantage, right?
Another nat one.
No.
Damn, it's a 5. It was close.
I'm using my inspiration for that one.
Okay.
Good trade.
I'm not gonna use sharpshooter.
Okay.
Don't do it.
23.
That hits. And then roll your second attack.
I'll use sharpshooter.
Go for it.
A natural 20.
That hits. Go and roll damage.
Are you beatboxing?
Yeah, so it's a d12 plus 5, and then also plus 1d6 of fire damage because I have that rune on as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then plus sharpshooter for the second shot. The
Okay.
fuck?
Damn, you're rolling kind of bad today.
I hate you. 2 plus. Sorry.
I'd be sorry for my
11.
rolls.
On that's
For the
the
first
second.
hit.
Okay, and then the second hit.
Six.
Another one, maybe?
Are you adding your dexterity modifier to these?
I was adding it to have like plus 10. Like where it shows like my attack bonus. I'm pretty sure that's all added.
Right, but to the damage, you still have the dex modifier to your damage.
Yeah, that's.
Plus 5, or
Yeah,
whatever.
I've been
Right.
doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you rolled 6 for damage on the second attack.
No, I'm still adding.
Okay, cool.
I just figured out what I have to add. Oh, it's 16 plus. That's 21.
21. Okay. Okay, so you pull out your revolver, start firing.
No, that was my musket.
My bad, my bad, my bad. You pull out your musket, unsling it, barreled in both hands, and you're just rapid firing, but your aim is sure. And so you fire twice, and it are just you see chunks of stone fly out from the swarm, and you hear the sounds of these gargoyles. They have these like high pitched shrills as they're getting this damage taken. You do hit twice. Varys, you are up next.
I cast spiritual weapon.
Okay. And what does the spiritual weapon look like?
Probably like a grassy flower covered. Ooh, can it be like a daisy, like a flower, but it's a fucking a flail.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. A limp flowered flail. I love it.
Hell yeah.
So that conjures. Do you want that in your hand or off to the side? Like, is it gonna be?
It's like floating. pretty
You're right,
much.
okay.
Yeah.
And you just want it flailing into the swarm?
Oh,
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay. What the fuck is it? It's 1d8. Wait, I have to roll the hit, right?
Mm-hmm. It's a spell attack.
Very good. That's 21.
Hits. Yep. Will damage. And you do add your wisdom to damage.
Oh, fuck yeah. D8.
What's been the lowest hit so far?
Oh, fuck. I wish I could count that down.
Oh, that's not bad.
That would be 11.
Okay. Anything else on this turn?
Oh man.
Does that count as a bonus action?
That is your bonus action. Yep.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You just can't cast a leveled spell
Oh, okay.
as your action.
So
You can cast a cantrip.
Alright, cool.
Or do another action, your choice.
I'm gonna use Sacred Flame.
Okay. They're gonna go ahead and make a dex save. I'm gonna give him advantage because it's swarming. It's hard to pick out one.
Yeah.
What's your spell save DC?
It is 17.
17. Okay. Roll to 16.
Fuck you.
They don't have any pluses here, so that is a failure. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
Dude, he's using all the
well,
spell Shadow.
Oh, we're definitely class. Yeah.
Right.
So it's a 2d8. Oh shit. So then plus is 6. 13. Yeah, 13 plus. Wait, I don't add. No, I don't add my wisdom. Okay, so it's just a 13.
13. Okay. Nephis, you're up next.
Okay, I'm gonna cast haste on Pultra.
Okay. Pulcher, you feel a hand press against your side, and you feel
You get an
everything
extra attack.
go slower around you as you begin to quicken.
Double
so
movement.
You get double your movement speed. You get a +2 to your armor class. You get a second action. If you choose to attack with that action, you don't get the full benefits of your multi-attack. It does specify, I believe, that you only get one attack action for that. I will check.
Actually, I'm gonna cast haste at a 4th level, and give it to him too.
In Misery as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so Misery, you're going to get these benefits as well.
You have a double movement speed +2 to your AC and an extra attack.
Yeah. And you have advantage
So you have
on
3
dexterity
attacks.
saving throws. Yeah. Okay, so you are currently concentrating on that. It lasts up to a minute, so you got 10 rounds on that, which will be fun.
You guys are crazy fast now.
Okay. And that's your action?
Just an anime
Yep.
battle.
All right.
And I'll back away if I am able to.
No, you're backed up. Like, you're literally back to back. You guys are, like, looking in different directions.
Okay.
Pultra.
I'm gonna make 3 weapon attacks. But first, before I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on it.
On the swarm? Okay.
And then, can I move at all to
No.
get advantage? No.
No, no
Okay.
movement.
Fuck it then. And I'm gonna Great Weapon Master all these attacks. First one's gonna miss. Second
Wait,
one-
does he get advantage?
No advantage, What was the number?
16 plus.
16, so it's 11 plus 8, 19.
Okay.
How many attacks? Oh,
Is
that's
it-
What about your 7? How big is their AC?
Yeah, what
Maybe
what,
it's your
what was your 7?
7 would have been.
It has to be like a +9 or a +10.
10.
No, you have more than a +3.
I have a plus 8.
Because he's
He's Great Weapon Master. Yeah, he's Great
Minus
Weapon.
5.
Yeah.
So overall, it's a plus 3.
So yeah, so that first one doesn't hit.
How
And
many
then,
did?
what were the other attack rolls?
The other one was a 19. And then the other one before that was a 2 or something, a 4. That would
No.
have been, yeah.
Okay,
only
so
the
one
one
hits.
But I am going to Divine Smite that one that hit.
Okay.
At 2nd level.
All right.
No, that'll be.
Damn, bro, look at those
Jesus
ones.
Christ.
There's a 6. I might as well just roll 1, right? 11, 14, 16. 16 points of damage.
All right.
They put the numbers up there.
And you're using Jotun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
You
go.
bring this frosted great axe around and bring it straight down. After 2 side swipes that these gargoyles are just flying over, and as you bring it straight down, this poor gargoyle gets caught under this divine smite that just bisects it, and the 2 halves just go clattering off into the ground. That's going to be your turn. The gargoyles are going to go ahead and go up. The 4 of you are each going to get 2 attacks.
No, not
So
me.
we're going to start with Poltra.
I'm
It's an
invincible.
unnatural 20 and a 10.
What?
So with the unnatural 20, take 6 points of piercing.
Damn.
Varys, it's a crit on the first one,
Fuck.
and an 11 on the second.
Hey, you're not gonna make
You have
it
to roll a con check to see if you keep your sacred or your
You're not
weapon.
gonna make it to ancient elf, dude.
No, his weapon's not a concentration spell.
It's not.
I don't think so.
Damn,
No, I
bro,
think
I
it
just
is,
can't
actually.
roll.
Oh, then yes, you would.
Let me check.
Yo, his dice are weighted. Yo. Okay, there it is. Finally. I just did like 5 rolls. Only one of them was below 14.
Okay. Oh no, it's not.
Oh no.
Right. So you take 9 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, still a
Wait a
cheater.
minute, dude. Wait a minute.
9 points of piercing damage.
Attack
And then
of
misery.
opportunity.
It's going to be a 14 and an 18.
No.
Damn.
Another hit.
Because the haste.
Yo,
But
calm down.
Okay, and then Nephis. It's going to be a 23 and a 6.
yeah, the first one hits.
Okay, take 4 points of piercing damage.
I'll roll a con save.
Yep, you gotta roll higher than a 10.
I rolled a nat 20.
Golden.
You said I took 6 damage?
I took 4.
4? Perfect. Even 60.
And Misery, you're up.
Do you know how long a potion of lightning resistance lasts?
An hour.
I'd say an hour, probably.
I think the resistance potions are usually an hour. Or a day.
1 hour.
I'm gonna drink one.
Okay. Use bonus action. Chug that down.
Man. I've never heard Gaia meow more than she has tonight.
Yeah, whenever I'm alone at night and she's away from the dog, that's all she does. Is meow at me.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just shoot for my.
I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot for my revolver.
Okay.
Because I can swap weapons without it being
Right.
a bonus action.
Yes, you may.
So I'll swap to my just normal revolver, and then I'll just shoot 3 times.
Go for it.
No sharpshooter.
Okay.
I can't do
I'm so scared she's gonna bite
Wait,
me
like,
sometimes.
She does these
I don't
little
see
love
an
nips
option.
when she gets
pretty
like
sure
this.
it is.
So
Hey,
sometimes she'll
Fanning the
eventually
Hammer
bite.
is a
She did
is
that
a
and it frightened me.
trait, isn't it? Like a perk or whatever.
Yeah,
Skill?
wait.
Fanning the Hammer.
No, that's in Call of Cthulhu.
Damn.
Oh.
That would have been crazy. Because the Chimera would activate like all its shit, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, if he shoots at this Chimera right now, he get to use all 3 of the abilities.
17 for the first one.
That hits.
Bro, so you can
17
straight up
hits.
turn your
These gargoyles.
bonus action into an attack with this.
18
Oh, yeah.
for the second.
What
hit.
the hell?
Or for the second attack.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't take him?
Dude, you
and
can
then,
fucking get this on like a
unnatural 20.
You can get it on
what?
Paladin too, dude.
What?
Well, damage. Yeah, it's how
That's nuts.
clerics are able to withstand like early level combats is with
Yeah.
spiritual weapons,
That's
Sacred
nuts.
Flame, and
Wow.
That's a
other spells like that.
D10.
Literally what it
Guiding
was.
bolt.
Oh god, guiding bolt.
I didn't know, but you could take that on a fighter and do 2 attacks
One.
with your sword and then use your spiritual weapon for your bonus action.
Right,
attack.
but you need to have it as a spell.
But the fact that you can do that. I mean, there's probably better bonus action damages to get than spiritual weapons still. Not even.
That cursed stone.
Plus, it's got cool
Every
flavor.
time I
27 points damage total.
I have
Awesome.
a floating Grim Reaper scythe.
2 gargoyles are brought down underneath the fury of your
God gives you a sight.
bullet storm that you unleash upon it.
Evil fucking, that's an evil.
Good stuff. Varys, you're up.
Come on, Eris.
I'm gonna attack with my spiritual flower.
Mm-hmm.
Time to drop daisies.
Oh, she don't like that.
Hit him with the petals.
Inspiration.
Damn.
Oh, fuck, I don't have one.
Damn.
I made her mad.
She's being grumpy.
13.
It's because you didn't shake it before you rolled it.
That's so weird. Why did she do that? And
Dice
then
are always cursed.
She's just being grumpy.
Like, I
She
wanna
just wanted to
switch
take it
dice,
out
but
on
those
someone.
are too
Yeah, she wants to kill my arm.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's how I feel. That seems to roll up at all, bro.
Well, it's
I
cool
don't want
though.
the
It's
D20
good for Call of Cthulhu.
because the D20 do not look. Oh, that was 18. Hey, 19.
Yeah, I think you just have to roll hard.
Hey. Hey.
13.
To hit?
Yeah.
90 trace.
Dude,
That does not hit.
What about my great weapon master?
That would reduce 5.
No, and then I'll use my action to Sacred Flame.
You have great weapons.
Okay.
No, it's fucking around.
What's your DC?
DC 17.
They actually just rolled a 17.
No, come on. Come on, fudge the rules a little bit. Oh, God. Do I get an attack of opportunity because they're flying around my daisy?
No.
First stands there in defeat.
Alright. So then we go to Nephis.
Okay. I'm going to.
Fuck this noise, man. Bro. Yeah, get these shitty girls out of here, dude. What the fuck? Yo.
I don't think I have anything that I'm that can hurt them
I just want 1, a 3.
if they're
3,
stone.
a 4.
That I'm not willing to use
Good
a
question.
spell slot.
You can try it. Or you can use like Firebolt. I don't care.
I don't have Firebolt.
Shit, man.
I'll,
Ice
tr-
Bolt.
I'll,
What a
try,
wizard.
Ice Bolt.
I'll try and use Sapping Sting.
Eldritch
Okay.
Blast.
What happens with this? What do I have to do?
Let me look.
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
You sap the vitality of one creature you can see in range. The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d4 necrotic damage.
8. And because you're a higher level, it should increase the damage. Because if that's a cantrip.
That's very cool.
At 5th level, 2d4 at 11. What level are we at 10?
You guys are going to technically be 11th level. I just haven't made you undergo the level up yet.
Wait,
So then it'd be
so we
3d.
are 11th right now?
We're 10.
Kind of technically not, but kind of.
So it'd be 3d4 then.
No. So it means drop it down to the 2d4.
Ah, come on.
Because if I give you a technical benefit, I got to give him a technical benefit, and then him a technical benefit. I'm just letting you go.
Yeah, bro.
After we're
I
done,
get
you guys will level up.
improved Divine Smite at level 11.
Mm-hmm.
And they fall prone.
Oh.
Oh.
It did 7
Damn,
damage.
bro.
The entire swarm?
It
Knock
says,
them out of the
you sap the
sky."
vitality of one creature you can see in range. The target must succeed on a
Okay, one of them will go prone, yeah.
Yeah. I'm pissed. No.
You got one.
No, you can't bring a whole swarm down to its knees with a cantrip.
Well, how many gargoyles are there?
There's quite a bit.
Can I do a little bit extra damage since I brought one down to their knees?
Well, how much damage you do?
7.
Okay. One of the gargoyles is dead.
Hey.
How many gargoyles are there?
A lot more.
Do you gotta kill a gargoyle with 6?
They're moving too fast. So
have to
that would
kill
be
them
your
until they
action.
stop.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Cry.
Okay, you start crying tears and hoping that you live.
Dude, this
Hey, he's crying tears, dude.
tear.
Cry me a rib.
Well played.
It's alright, bro. He doesn't
Well
watch.
played.
Cry me a rib.
Pultra, you're up.
Same deal all over again, baby boy. Damn, son. Another. Oh, no, that's a nat one. Whoops.
He's a grown man, Nick,
No.
not a baby boy.
You having that one?
Yeah, on the first one.
Okay. You try and swing out with Jotun, and it gets caught and taken from your hands,
That's
and
fine.
it will fling out until
That's
you're
fine.
done. So
It's bad luck. I'm gonna pull my sword out.
pull out your sword.
Yeah. I'm gonna try this bad boy. Hey, there we go. Finally some purchase. That's 12 minus 5 is 7 plus
37.
8 is 15.
That just hits.
Nice. So I
just
need to get
hits
at least a
guys.
12. Hey, that's a 14, so that'll hit too.
Yep.
So the second 2 will hit.
Mhm.
That is going to be. Come on, give me a buku number. First one's gonna be 6. 6. Hey, there we go. Something good.
And a
17 plus. I'm gonna
Oh my
combine
God.
smite
2
these
ones.
bitches
Oh
too.
my god.
Okay, how many divine smites are you using?
Both of them. I'm using my last 2 second level spell slots. To
Okay.
get these 2 off.
Perfect.
So this is 12 plus 5 is 17. 19 plus 6 is 25
So emotional.
for the first attack. And then the second attack is going to be 6, 4, 14.
Damn. Okay.
23. And 23.
Nick smashes 20
the
gargoyles.
second attack.
Smite.
So 24 on the second. What was the first
so
one?
25 and 23.
Bro.
Okay. 48.
Down, dude.
It's almost 60 damage.
3 more gargoyles are completely
Let's
destroyed
go.
in the swarm of attacks you throw
Beefy
towards
ass
this swarm.
gargoyle.
Because of the amount of damage you guys have dealt, you guys are only each going to get 1 attack.
Nice.
Very good.
Cool.
16, Pultra.
Damn it. Oh no, that'll miss.
19, Varys.
Fuck.
What's your AC?
You take 8 points.
Wait.
8 points of piercing.
Damn.
Can I?
If I used a 5th level haste, I could have
Wait,
raised
you
your
showed us
AC
haste
too,
on
and it
the
would have
action.
missed you.
Wait.
But haste is fucking useless.
On you, yeah.
I run around and I punch him.
No, because you could cast it like
It's
if
a
you were a
bonus
you're a
action.
cleric, so it kind of, but not really, because you can cast multiple sacred flames. You know,
No, wait, it works for cantrips?
Actually, no, it doesn't, because the secondary action only has specific actions it can make you use. So,
Damn.
you're right, it's probably kind of useless on you.
I'm fast, guys.
Yeah, I'd be fast as shit though. 70 movement speed.
Still not as fast
As an old guy.
As a
Ancient
Boris.
ancient elf just
Without haste.
Yeah, but he'd be 750 years old. Try doing that. So
50 more.
What the hell?
did the AC thing that you're looking at? Okay, so you got hit for 8 points of damage, Varys. 8 points.
Sorry, dude.
Misery, it's
I'm
a
not
15, so it's yep. And then 14 for Nephis.
I'm trying.
I'm in a shield.
Where's your spirit guard?
Okay.
We can't all be that cool.
And we go back to the top. Misery.
Lux wasn't. That's why they were in a group together. We're here fighting giants.
Well, since I can attack 3 times, so I might as well just reload all my weapons since I can swap it for the bonus action. So I'll do that real quick using 1 attack, I guess. I can do that, right?
You want to be
Gonna be
free,
all.
guy?
So since you have multi-attack, you can use one of your attacks to reload 1 weapon.
That's fine, then I'll reload my musket.
Okay. You reload your musket, which would leave you with 2 more attacks.
Yeah. So I'll use my musket.
Chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang.
I'm gonna
Laugh when it's chitty
use
chitty bang.
sharpshooter for the first
Not
one.
laughing when it's chitty chitty bang through your stomach,
I've
dude.
seen Chitty Chitty Bang.
No, I have not seen chitty chitty bang,
Bro.
dude. What's chitty chitty bang?
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
Yeah,
That's,
17.
that's a classic, dude.
Bow chicka bow wow, the classic.
Bow
I don't know
chicka-
what chitty
That's
chitty
not what we do.
Okay.
Chitty
I
chitty
missed
bang.
Dude, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang was
I'll do sharpshooter again.
Do it.
You go for it.
A natural 20.
Yo.
Nice. Full damage.
Full gold damage.
So what do I roll then now?
Double
You
the
just double the
dice.
dice.
Double the damage die.
a shotgun shell comes out.
Oh, so 2d12s then?
Yep.
You headshot a fucking gargoyle.
Do I still add +5 to both of those two?
Just the total.
The total.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn. Fuck.
It'd be nutty if you freaking edited all of the rolls.
So it's 19 right now.
Yeah, but I think you get a grit point back if you
If I get a natural.
if you get a natural fine.
23. But so it's 19, like whatever this gun is, and then 4 points of fire.
Okay. Like almost a perfect lineup of 3 gargoyles just like gets right in front of your bullet fire, and you just fire once and it just tears right through the 3 and they die. The swarm is starting to thin out. So is that gonna be your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Use your fire
Okay,
breath.
Varys, you're up.
Spiritual weapon attack.
Hey, you don't turn into a rabbit.
Oh wait, no, that shit hit. 17.
Sorry.
It hits.
Let's
Ugh.
fucking go, dude.
Damn.
That's a 7, right?
Yeah. What?
It's a fucking 1.
Oh shit. Yeah, I couldn't tell.
That'd be math. 6. 6 damage on the spiritual flower.
Okay.
And then
How much damage
Sacred
did you
Flame.
do?
4.
Oh shit. Okay.
Damn, bro.
That's D8, right?
Did you
It should be
roll?
2d8.
Oh shit.
think so.
Right.
Yo, I got you, bro. I got you, bro.
7.
Roll this one.
Oh,
Roll it. No. Dude.
that's not a 1.
Right up the middle.
Math.
11.
Thank you. 11 damage.
Okay. Another 1 is destroyed.
Damn.
1.
And Nephis, you're up.
Well,
One.
Well,
I'm gonna use sapping sting.
Okay.
You have to make a
I
Constitution.
don't know what kind of bright idea you had making that character.
9.
2d4.
Play a guy that doesn't interact with the world.
A 1 and a 4. 5 damage.
Nice.
And he falls prone.
He does. And dies.
On the ground.
Let's go.
Okay. And Poltra, you're up.
Oh, same dealio again, but this time my Divine Smite's only gonna be level 1. Fortunate.
Okay.
Oh my god, bro. You kidding me?
What'd you roll?
I don't want to talk about it. It's not a
No,
natural one. Or
Natural 1, you
Yeah.
throw your other weapon.
God damn it, dude.
It gets caught.
Jesus
it gets,
Christ.
It gets taken from you and thrown over to the side.
Alright, never mind that. I'm not
You
gonna
don't want to
freaking.
use fucking weapons today, dude?
I guess so, bro.
Varys looks over and goes, "That's not how you're supposed to do it."
Is he next to me?
Yeah.
I have a long sword on my back. Just so you know.
Not quite hack on, you'd say, huh?
You're not supposed to throw the weapon.
It's a long sword on your back. It's not a great sword.
It's a long sword, but do you have anything else? You can punch a fucking gargoyle.
I don't know. I don't want to do
He
that.
just grabs one. What would you do if like you pick the gargoyle by the throat as it's going through and it's just like, thank you, and you're like putting you back, and you're like back in the sword.
You know what? Can I?
Looks at it. Ugh. What would you
If
like
I
to do?
throw javelins, is it a disadvantage?
No.
Nice. No, I can't add any bonuses to that, man. How far is this sword? Can I go pick the sword back up?
Not yet.
Not yet. What about the axe?
Not yet.
What the fuck? Alright, let me pull the long sword off of his back. Is that? Can I use my bonus action for that, or are you gonna
Yeah, I'll give it to you as a bonus action, and you can two-hand it
Nice.
for a
Does
D10.
that- Okay, I didn't know that. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, here we go. Second one is gonna be 8 minus 5, or
Wait,
8,
no, it's not a great weapon. So you just take
16
it.
minus 5 is 11.
Or, I don't know that works.
No.
Would it work on a sword?
It's
Oh,
he's technically
you're right.
two-handing it.
So I can great weapon that or no?
I think it's with a two-handed weapon, and he's technically two-handing it.
Okay. Alright, cool. So first one's gonna be a 8 minus 5 is 3 plus 8 is 11.
That's a miss.
The second one is gonna be a 18.
That hits.
That'll hit. So it's a D10. Shit. And that's gonna be a 9 plus 9 plus 4 is 13 points of damage. I'm not gonna divine smite that
How much points without then?
one. 13.
13.
Do you have only a limited amount of divine smites?
Mm-hmm. It takes a spell slot to use divine smite,
Oh shoot.
Okay.
but you can choose per level.
On this final round of combat,
Hey yo.
from bullet fire to flower hits to sapling stings to sword slashes, the last of the gargoyles are torn at the fury of the peacekeepers. A small silence kind of fills the air as the wind kind of, dies down from all of these gargoyles that were just swarming around you. You very quickly go and grab your greatsword, your Jotun, you give him his longsword back. And
Thank you.
look off to the side where you see King Hecaton is in the middle of a full-on brawl with Imrith and has a sword plunged into her chest and is punching the face of this dragon, who then, after like a bit of like trying to wrestle with King Hecaton himself, is able to pull him off, pick him up, and then throw him to the ground, and he comes trailing in and slams next to you guys in the amphitheater with this like koosh into the stone and kind of goes
Oh my gosh.
ugh, and the sword comes falling out, like kind of slides itself out of Imrith, who then roars in pain as you see this blood fly out, and the sword clatters next to Hecaton. He's like and you see the lightning bolts kind of arc off of it again. Ugh. He starts picking himself up. You guys done with those bats? We got a dragon to kill. Okay. For the warning. No. For you all. Let's fucking do this thing. And he picks his sword in both of his hands, and that's where we're gonna go ahead and leave it till next session.
Shit, man.
Next session we will have a full map for you guys, which will be very fun.
Imrith.
We will have a fight with an ancient blue dragon. I think this is your first ancient fight.
I thought we fought an ancient white dragon.
Yeah, no.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is another
Rothator.
notch on the ancient dragon.
Yeah, Rothator is your first ancient
Because after
dragon.
this, it'll
Yeah,
be
but
white.
ancient white dragons are the weakest of
I know.
the. Yeah,
It's like karate.
Blue's like right after.
You gotta work your way
They're up there.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be fun. Next session's gonna be very, very enjoyable, and it will be our final episode. So next session's our finale, where we wrap up campaign 2 and put to rest as it's not the end of the story for the peacekeepers. They'll just be able to live, hopefully, if you survive.
One of us
a
is
life
gonna
of
die.
adventuring. If someone dies, and they
Not
will,
culture.
and we shall see. But that is where we'll pick up next. We leave off. You guys are now currently level 11, and we will you'll retain whatever you take for health. You'll add that to your current and your maximum, so that it kind of catches you up. And I know most of you have taken some damage. So yeah, and you'll just add. We'll tack on whatever the benefits from the level up are to what you're prepped with, and we're gonna have a fun next session.
Oh, crazy.
This fight could either go very quickly or it could take a long time. Knowing how you guys fight,
It'll be easy.
I don't know.
you both are still under the effects of haste.
How many rounds
So
is
now
that?
three
For,
rounds,
for
right?
7 more.
I mean, if
Dang.
I'm pretty sure it was only 3
Now I'm
rounds that we
11,
fought the
I attack 4
gargoyles.
Mm-hmm.
So you have it for
Because
7
now I can
more.
originally attack 3 with level
Because
11.
wait, a round is like 3 seconds.
It's 6.
It's 6 seconds.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So they got 7 more rounds.
Wait, so one attack though, like one action. How long does one action technically take?
However,
I try to chart it up in terms of like the 6 seconds. I say that an action takes about 3 to 4 seconds of your total time,
Okay, yes.
whereas the movement happens amongst that. Like, so if you're slashing someone and moving, you're doing it and going somewhere, or you're going somewhere and hitting them. And then the bonus action is like kind of like that final like 1 to 2 seconds.
You know what I can do? Because I'm hasted, now I have 3 attacks. Now I can attack 4 times. I can also use action surge and now attack 5 times.
Fuck, I can attack once.
How many attacks do you have?
3 now since I'm 11.
So 4 with my haste.
Yeah.
Right, 4 with your haste, so it'd be
Plus action surge.
right. So with your action surge,
Oh no, that would be
right. So it'd be 7 attacks.
Right.
Yeah, because you have 6
Yo.
after. Yeah.
because I refreshed everything.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So this fight's gonna go very fun.
Dude,
So
that-
in 3 seconds?
he's literally just gonna pull out his
And
revolver.
no bonus action for swapping weapons too. So I like bam 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 bam.
Facts.
Dude, that
It's gonna be
dragon's gonna get
crazy.
lit the fuck up.
It's gonna be crazy. I've already accounted for that, so we'll see.
Cheese, the wings.
We'll see.
Swiss cheese, the
I'm gonna hold it
wings.
like
Alright.
this.
Yep. And you guys have King Hecaton, which is gonna be fun. So,
I hope he dies.
Whoa.
bruh.
Then we can take his
We
place.
need him to repair the ordning. We're not gonna take a fucking giant's
I
place.
will.
Those are big shoes to fill.
He walks in and they just go, "No, you're puny. I'll kill all of you. All of you will die."
I'll put a
Step
demon in
on
his
you.
shoes.
Alrighty. Well, we will see everybody next
Wouldn't that be
week.
8 then? 8 attacks?
No, because the 4th one you're getting from his haste.
Anything
Oh, so
else
that
before
one-
we go?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
it's
it?
just. Yep, that's it. So we should be all set. We'll
Have a
see you
good
guys next
night.
session.
Have a good night.